Hey everybody, welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth the buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, alright? Alright, everybody, thank you so much for joining me again today on Quadruple Witching Day. I figured I'm just going to come back and we can talk about what is going on in the power hour. So let's do some coverage for the rest of the day and see what's going on. A quick update on Gamestop. So Gamestop and AMC. So GameStop's let's zoom in a little bit here. So it looks like GameStop did recover a little bit better in the day. We were a little bit nervous, but you know what? It looks like it did finally break over that $200 mark, and it is holding. So that is fantastic. It looks like it got up all the way to 227 for a little bit, consolidated back down, but you know what? Looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy that they bounced up. AMC trading completely sideways, just barcoding right here. And you know what? Sitting on that $14 mark, I'm not sure if we'll get up to the $15 goal that I was really hoping for, but this is okay. We'll take what we can get, okay? Let's take a look at what's going on in the chat. Hello, Olive. Thank you so much for joining me back. Welcome. Paul, I appreciate it. Thomas says, I just want to say thank you for your channel. You help to be able to understand the movement in the market for a newbie like myself. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate that so much. I really do. That's my goal. I want people to know, and if people don't know, then they can't really understand what is going on with the movement. They think we're a bunch of trolls trying to just pump a stock or something. They don't understand the greed of what Wall Street did and these hedge funds did, and that they put themselves in a bad technical position. And while we're the little guy, we still have a chance. So I appreciate that a lot. Grant says, we're back. Let's finish strong. I'm with you 100%. Let's finish strong. Even if we don't, have a huge run up, we can still continue to trade sideways and consolidate. Let's get a strong level of support or resistance, and we can go ahead and hold that nice and strong, okay? Olive says, not financial advice. I use Tiblio. Lots of calls on TME for Monday. Large amounts of people are betting for a $4, strike, $4 plus for TME on Monday. Thoughts? Let's take a look at what this is. $0.10. $4. I'm not sure if I'm on the right ticker here. TME looks like it's the right ticker, but you said $4. I'm not sure if you meant $40. So just let me know if this is the right stock. Paul says, I was thinking about that as well. Olive is the real name. Threamed Health, Theramed. Trading say what? Yeah, Shadrach Benitez. I'm with you 100%. Trading sideways is not bad one bit. I'd rather organically grow and build a strong support. I am with you 1,000%, Shadrach. This is what I've been saying. I've been hoping, obviously we all hope for growth, but I would rather people get comfortable at their position. This way, let's say it goes up and it comes back down, people are not scared. That's the thing I've been scared of the most. People, having paper hands, people are getting like, oh no, like what to do, and then they sell out and they mess everything up. So yeah, good point. The music stock. Okay, yeah. So no, I'm sorry. In your Olive, you said $4 plus. So I wasn't sure if you meant $40 plus, because it currently is at $30. So all good. So taking a look here, trading sideways. Let's look at this a little more macroscopically. Let's go 3 month. Hey, nice little level of support. See what I mean? Like how it's been trading sideways now over 3 months. I don't know, not my favorite, like not so much movement. It's kind of like gone from 25 to let's say 30, and then 25 to 30, 25 to 30. And I do want to see a little bit of upward momentum, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at the options. I think this is what you're kind of talking about. So Tiplio tracks data about how many options have been put into the market. If a stock has a ton of options, it lets people know. I'm curious as to why it pointed this one out. I'm wondering if this is the one with the most options, because this one really doesn't have too many. A stock that has a whole bunch of options is like GE, for example. Look at all these options right here. These are a lot of options that can expire in or out of the money. It looks like there's going to be a ton in the money, and it's actually pretty shocking. I'm wondering what this is going to do for the next time, because personally, I don't know, looking at these options, it's really not that many. I mean, this is under 2 million shares probably that would be purchased, as opposed to something. I know AMC is a very, very extreme example, but if we took a look at AMC, if I could find it, I mean, this is let's make sure we're in the calls, and let's click over here so I don't see that red. It was making me nervous. So taking a look at the calls, and I'll highlight this one that I like. So taking a look at the calls, we can see that these options, you know what? I wonder if I can get another. I don't have enough money. I was going to see if I can get this AMC call whenever it goes out of the money and try to see if I can do another GE type push, but that's okay. So taking a look here. Also pretty down. That's what I heard. Yeah, no problem, Olive. I was just taking a look here because I'm not sure if this is showing the right information. I would be very curious to see the stocks with the most options expiring today. If that does tell you, if it is a little more accurate than this one, if you can sort by the most options, I would be very curious to know though, Olive, because if let's say for example GE is by far the most I've seen with options that are going to expire in the money. This is rivaling AMC. It could be even more than AMC, honestly, or maybe a little less. It could be pretty close to AMC. But I'm wondering what's going to happen the following week. If all this action is going to either drive traffic, drive a lot of volatility during power hour, or if we're going to see more of the action early next week. That's my question. And so, but we've seen recently that we have, for example, with 801, we saw that all those options expired in the money, right? But even then, we did not see a lot of price action. But it's speculated this is because of the failure to deliver. They're not delivering the shares that they're supposed to deliver, which is causing all of this issue. So it's a little bit tricky. We're going to have to see if there's there has to be some kind of indicator. And right now, I guess what I'm trying to do is it sounds crazy, but kind of, I don't want to say time the market, but see if there's some kind of catalysts, some kind of things that we can see that is going to drive, is going to drive some kind of price action. So that's a good question. Olive says, so lots of options is a good thing, right? Means the stock is active and alive. I do like to see a lot of options, and I'm not sure if it means a lot of people are betting on the stock to go a certain way, I would say. And I think it can tell some kind of momentum and bullish momentum. What I'm trying to see is, for example, let's say we have, let me see if I can find a good example here. Does this one trade options? Let me see who has options here. Okay, great example right here. Let's say this one right here, Upstart, right? So these guys don't have many contracts at all. None. So what I'm trying to figure out, and follow me here, in a proper market, whenever people are not doing the failure to delivers and options actually go, and options are actually purchased and have a price movement, what happens? So for example, we can see here, right, Upstart is not, hedge funds probably don't care about the stock at all. Not too many people care about the stock at all. There are a little bit of options, and so obviously there wouldn't be much price action, right? In my opinion, and theoretically. Now take a look at GE. Look at all these options. So my question, and this is what we're going to determine next week, and so remind me to double check this just in case. So let's say we have a lot of these options expire in the money, right? And hedge funds, I don't think they care about this stock either. Obviously, people like GE, but GE is a nice, slow, steady stock with not much gains, but not much losses either. It's a very it's not such a risky stock, is what I'll say. Like AMC is super volatile. Obviously we think it's going to go up, but are you going to put your life savings in there for 10 years and see what it's worth? That's the question. So with GE, with all these options expiring, what I'm getting at is, next week, are we going to see a spike? Let's do a little experiment, right? So let's say GE has always been pretty big. So let's look at March 15th. We'll do the 1-day candles, and let's look at March 15th, 2019. Yeah, that was the first quadruple witching of 2019. So we're going to have to go pretty far back for this one. Is this not showing me the day? Okay. Let's go back here a little bit. So 2019, March 15th. So right here. You know what? The Friday, you see, and what I'm looking for, and I've been trying to look at these dang quadruple witching days, and there really isn't anything crazy that I'm seeing. The only thing that I mostly see is a lot of volume on the Monday. I'm really not seeing any consistent pattern whenever it comes to if stocks go up or down. Obviously, this week they did go up, and then on Monday, and then they kind of went sideways. I mean, they went up over the week of the quadruple witching. But is that a true indicator? Like, it's so tricky to try and read these stocks and figure out exactly what's going on. It's really, really tricky. So we're gonna have to see how this pans out. I looked at eyes and I thought that was AMC because it's right next to GME. AMC still kind of trading sideways. Let me go back to the 1-day and see what's going on. Wow, very steady price action. Look at these. Wow. Okay, I don't know what is happening here. There's something very, very strange happening. Because look, this is 21,000 orders, 21,000, 18,000 orders, 14,000. There's a lot of buys here, but look at the sells: 10,000, 8, 7, 7, 13,000. I don't know what is happening right now. There's some kind of battle, and it kind of, you can kind of see that in the price action. There's a huge battle for $14. I don't know if one side, let's say for example, let's say the buys, they win and they knock out all the sells. I wonder if we're going to see some crazy movement. I can only speculate, as to what might happen, but this is insane. This is a lot of action. Crazy stuff. Meanwhile, look at Gamestop. Like 100. Now, granted, these are two very, very different things. The stock is, $1,000 goes a long way, and it looks like a whole lot whenever you're looking at AMC, a whole lot of shares, and $1,000 does not look like a lot over here. So I'm very curious. Let's see if we were to do some of the math over here. So let's look at a few of these and take a look at. Let's see. Let's do 80, seems to be a popular number here, times, let's say 205. That is $16,000 in these orders right here. Oh, Diamond, you're missing all the action? Or am I missing all the action? I don't know. But yeah, I did miss the action whenever, as soon as I got off, AMC or GME just started to run. Sure enough, that's the way the cookie crumbles, but that is all right. Taking a look at this, so what I'm trying to see is, 80 orders at 205 is approximately $16,000. And what we're looking at right now is, look, these 20,000 orders. So let's do 1396 times 20,000. Whoops. Oh, I got it. Perfect. Is $279,000. I don't know who is putting this much money into the market right here, this $14 strike price. I wonder if we're watching some kind of institutional investor purchase in. It is so crazy. I think the hype is because TME is releasing earnings on Monday. Okay, you think that's what's going on with this stock over here? Could be. I mean, could be. Let me look at this on the 1 month again. Maybe the 3 month. Yeah, interesting. And this is some pretty clean movement. Let me see the 1 year. I mean, here's the deal. It is pretty clean. It's gone from $9 to $30, and nice little gap up here, trading sideways. And I wonder what'll happen after the earnings comes out. I obviously don't know much about this company or what they do. Oh yeah, music entertainment group. So, karaoke and stuff. Very interesting. So what I don't know about this one is China company and stuff. I don't know if they're in the you see, I don't know anything about karaoke or anything, only from movies, which could be very, who knows, incorrect, stereotypical for all I know. So I'm not sure about that one. Taking a look at, let me go back over here. I'm done with this one. We'll close that. I'll leave IVR for some of you guys. Diamond, you know, I hate saying it, but, you know, it's hard to say that this isn't. It's hard to say that this isn't some kind of hedge fund trading back and forth to each other, trying to keep it under that $15 or $14 mark, honestly. I mean, well, then again, unless they're trying to sell this down, I don't know. This is something, you know, this is why I like having a community, because I need someone to tell me. So, for example, you know, we can read the level 2s, we can see. And one of the important questions that we would need to ask is, let's say they're doing these sells right here, right? Would this be the hedge fund 2 and they're trying to bring it from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 under 14, and then a huge wall at 14, continue to drive it down, and then they're continuing to buy, so they're trying to shift it from like $14 to $13.90, you know what I mean? And I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to do right here, and that's what it looks like. I'm not sure if I'm reading this order book properly, if that's how people would say, but if anyone is very good with the order book and could kind of explain it to me, this is one of the reasons I want that Discord, because if anyone has a very, very solid understanding of how this order book could be, of how they could do this and kind of flip those numbers, I would love to talk to one of you about that. I can, like I said, I can only do so much. I can only educate myself so much on some of these things, but that's a question that I've had a hard time finding. I tried looking up that answer, but it's a hard question to get answered. Taking a look at GameStop. Actually, you just say TCAT. So TCAT looking, what is going on? Let's go to the 1 day, because that was a crazy chart. Yeah, I mean, dang, just retracing here. Let's go back to the 5 day. Looking at the 5 day, you know, okay, just bouncing up and down. Man, I don't know what's gonna happen with this stock. You gonna have options? No. All right, let's go back to GameStop and see, kind of just 80 shares back and forth. We see these, a lot of shares right here on the sell. 3,000 at 208. I don't know who's selling that many orders. It is insane. Let's see what the options are, because the options, I'm curious what the options are trying to. Oh yeah. So that's exactly it. Penny by penny. That's what Diamond says. So okay. So I guess I may have a better grasp than I thought. But wild, so wild. Taking a look here. Remember, these hedge funds just need to keep it under 210 or 200. There's not like 205 or anything in here. So I'm not sure if that's what these guys are trying to do here. The price action, other than these like larger numbers, like the 300s and the 80s, are kind of suspicious for me. Whoever's selling 80 shares back and forth, in my opinion, you know, if you had GameStop and you've been holding for all this time, I'm not sure why you would sell at this point. Hard to say. But looking at AMC, this stuff is insane. Someone is really trying to buy into the stock, and well, I don't know. This is very, very, very strange. All of these numbers trading back and forth like this, and I'm afraid they're gonna keep it down. Hopefully, here's what I'm hoping, that these are going to, and you know, this may be a sign of, I don't know if I've seen these numbers this large before. Trey said that TCAT is retracing, but it's still not even 50%. That's true. I'm not doing a good job doing my retracements. I need to really hop back on that. So, but that's good to know. I wonder, is he bullish on the stock? Is he doing a swing trade or anything? Now, as far as this one goes, AMC, I wonder if this is kind of the end game. The hedge funds are really, really being pushed their backs against the wall. And with their backs against the wall like that, I wonder if they're going to just give in and just be done. And they're going to say, you know what, I did my best and I'm going to have to get out. So we're going to see. We're going to see exactly what's going on. My goodness. Because theoretically, you know, thinking about it, they could say, you know what, okay, we're going to try to keep it under $14. I think we had a good amount of options at that $14, didn't we? Yeah, right here, 29,000. 29,000 options, 2.9 million shares. I'm sure this is at 3 million by today. This is not updated, in real time. This is daily. So this, I'm sure, is at 3 million shares right here, and they're trying to get it as low as possible so that they don't have to pay these, I'm sure. And with that happening, I wonder if they're like, all these rules coming out, they're saying, you know what, we're gonna have to cover. The time is coming, and they'd probably rather cover now than the stock being at $15, $20, and then they cover. So I'm very, very curious. Diamond says, so I asked if Trey Straight is bullish on it, I think. And not that I'm aware of, but he said that he can see it really squeezing. It's all right, man. And nothing is financial advice in here. You're good. I have it on the screen too. So you're good. But as far as this goes, TCAT, yeah, I mean, I think it really, I'm not really sure what's going on here. It does obviously look like it's squeezing. Question is the squeeze done, or is on Monday, are they going to have a huge run? So that is the $1 million question. Let's see. I'm still baffled by the sheer amount of orders here. Now what I'm seeing is it looks like these walls are getting eaten up, and I hope they continue to get eaten up, because that would be freaking crazy. SkyTrader says, oh wait, let me go back to Olive. Olive says, I thought the market was supposed to be natural. Feels so abnormal the way AMC and GME are trading. Yes, some of it is weird, and sometimes I don't know. Personally, sometimes I feel like maybe I'm just too close to it. Maybe we're all too close to it, and we're seeing what we don't want to see. And I get worried that I'm just like, and that we're just like, oh, it's the hedge funds. But honestly, who's buying this many shares at $14, and who's selling this many shares at this is so strange to me, how many people are buying and selling these shares at this time. And it's too weird. It's too weird to me, all of this action. Too weird. I think you're giving the hedges too much credit. They're not smart enough to just cut losses. I mean, I don't know. They have to be smart, right? Like, granted, their position that they put them in, okay, just because we caught them in a vulnerable position doesn't mean they just got greedy. And because they've been unchecked, now they're in a and maybe they've gotten too comfortable with us not paying attention, and now we're paying attention to everything, and they're like, holy crap, like maybe they're not as smart as they thought they were, or maybe we're smarter than they thought we were. So I don't know, a lot of stuff. But I think with all the DTCC rules happening, SEC looking at them, of these what are these meetings called? The all of these meetings happening. Sorry, I got a text. The congressional meetings. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry. Woo. I think that they are gonna say, I don't know. I don't know who's gonna just stick the nail in the coffin. I don't know. I think it's gonna happen. Diamond, greed outweighs brains. You're right. I mean, I've done it. I'm sure most of us have had a play that we were like, oh, so greedy, and we regret. So, who knows what's gonna happen? I acknowledge your other analogy as well. SkyTrader, welcome, my friend. Can anyone tell me why NEOS stock is plummeting when they just merged with AYTU, and it's dropping hard from a high price point of $2.05 a share 2 days ago to $1.08? What is happening? That is a good question. Let's take a look at NEOS. Boy, oh boy. And so this is a good question. We've seen a lot of charts like this. Let me see if they had another one on the 3-month. No, a lot of stocks they did have like a huge run like this, and then they consolidated. This is the thing about some of these stocks. They say buy the hype, sell the news. And so, you buy the hype, and then whenever they get the news, and this is why I say it's too late. You don't chase, because this is probably the hype. When was the announcement of the merger? You say? Or hold on, let me see when you said. You said it right here. Tell me what the problem is. When they just merged. I mean, here's the deal. If they merged yesterday or today or they announced it, the time to get in was back here. And that's why they say sell the news. As soon as this news happens, a lot of times people buy in and the other people who were bought in down here, they just sell. They get out quick. Not every play is a long-term play. I'm not one to really play these kinds because I get greedy and I'll hold. So sometimes we're all going to get caught in this, but if you buy in over here, this is going to be the time to sell sometimes. And it's going to retrace. And look, it retraced hard. So now it's probably going to settle. And then, you'll have to see what happens. Is it going to go up over time? Are they going to have another news catalyst? But yeah, this is actually super common to see, especially whenever you see it on, in one, what is this? This is 2 days or something. Let me see. Let's look at the 1 day. Let's go back. So, this happened at night. Hold on a second. Let me go a little bit. Let's look at the 5 day. Yeah, this happened in after hours in pre-market. And so this could have been something. What day was this? Was this a Tuesday? Is this Wednesday? The 18th? No, Thursday. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened here, but this looks like a classic. It charged up and people started to sell out and take their profits. So unfortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah. GameStop's still kind of consolidating. These orders are, let's see, now there's 79 orders trading back and forth. Which is very strange to me. Let's see what AMC, if these orders, these walls, oh my gosh, look at this, guys. 15,000, 12,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 11,000, 6,000. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to trade sideways for the rest of the day, and until one of these sides lets up, and hopefully it's the sell side that lets up, and if the sell side lets up, maybe we'll get a skyrocket, but wow. This is a lot of volume. I wish there was a place I could look at real-time options. I wonder if this is people executing their options, and I wonder if they're just selling their options and I don't know. Let's see what's going on with GE. Oh my gosh. So here's another theory I just thought of. I wonder if people are executing their options. Look at all the options that are here. I wonder if they're executing them and then selling the shares at the current price rather than just selling the contract. Wow. This is some crazy action. And this would make sense because if you take a look, let's see who didn't have many options. Not many options. Oh, these guys have a lot of... Okay. That theory is debunked. Damon, my friend, take a look at these. Take a look. Look at the cells. 12,000, 11,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 11,000, 4,000. I mean, holy smokes. Look at the buys. 5,000, 13,000, 20,000, 12,000, 12,000, 13,000. I mean, there's some interesting price action going on. I don't recall seeing these level 2s so dang high. It is insane what is going on. Now, the question is how's this going to play out? I wonder if, and that's what I've been saying, I wonder if one side is just going to run out of steam. But it's so hard to tell. I have my option here that I want to execute. Let me take a look at my my options here. So I'm still up 100% on my GE share. And I don't know what to do. I'm greedy, so I just kind of want to hold it. But look at all the sells. There's a bunch of sell walls over here. So people are equally selling and buying. That's a good question. I mean, I guess I haven't really done the math to see exactly what is going on. Is this dragging? GME. They do look pretty equal on the buy and sell. Like I said, I haven't really added these up, but it's really hard to tell. These are trying to keep it above 14. If they're trying to buy just under 14, these guys are trying to sell just above 14. Why are people selling? So I really don't know. There's speculation this could be hedge funds, but this could also be people executing their options. And then $15 strike has roughly 8 more. Yeah, absolutely. These numbers have been going up. So, and remember, these aren't in real time. So these options over here could be maybe what people are doing are executing their option. They're purchasing, look, all these shares, and then they're selling the shares. Absolutely. Olive says, since you're already up on your GE option, is there a way you can lose that? Yes, I can lose this. If this goes down, let's say, and this is a risk holding this. If this goes down to $13 or whatever, or continues to go down, this number only will go down. But if this goes all the way up to, if magically, let's say the sellers, they give up and people continue to buy, and this runs to $14, then this will just go up and up and up and up. But the question is what is going to happen? Which way is this going to go? So that's the $1 million question right now. That is the $1 million question. And what's sad is whenever I walked away, looking at the 1 day, I could have, if I was paying attention, I would have seen, what did this go up to today? What's the high for today? 1335. So, this probably was at 200% plus, and I just kind of missed it, or maybe 150%. There, and I should be able to double click on the option, and don't get confused if this shows anything. Oh, I can't look at the dang percentages. I hate it. See, I'm not too familiar with Webull options here. On Robinhood, you can kind of just hover over it, and it'll say you were plus, whatever percentage. And I don't know how to read this one just yet. Does it say how much I was up? Down 32%. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure how to read that just yet. I don't want to confuse people. So I'm going to go ahead and just back out of this. Rocky, yeah, it just barcoded all day. Essentially, look at this. Look at this action. Just insane. Look at all these shares. Back and forth, back and forth. Insane stuff. Okay, so let's see. So other than that, you're just holding for more profit. Yeah, so realistically, I mean, it's a little bit risky to hold this, especially with all this price action. It looks like they're trying to bring this price down. The question is am I gonna, if we can get through this and get over to the 1330, that'd be very nice. But the question is are we gonna break through these walls? It does look like 40,000 shares here at the buy, and notice how this is going up. It's going down. Whoa, look at these 60,000, 50,000. So I'm hoping honestly that we're gonna eat through this. And you know what? If we can eat through this and launch up, I would love that so much. We're 8 minutes into power hour. If this starts to go up, get some. I don't know if Trollmaster is a bot. They come in here. Trollmaster, are you a person? So yeah, so I don't know if this is going to get eaten up. I'm hoping that these get eaten up and this skyrockets. So it is a risk that I'm waiting, but I'm going to wait. I'm greedy, and it's only $14, so we'll see what happens. This will be a great experiment, And now, granted, remember, this is quadruple witching. This is not necessarily what always happens in the market, but let's see what happens. Let's see how high we can get this going. Let's see if we get a little launch, and we'll see what happens. Let's see what's going on with AMC. All of these 28,000 sell orders at the $14 strike, or $14, price. Insane. And these are getting eaten up. I hope they continue to get eaten up, and it goes up. Let me see if that one's on the tops for the day. You said 44% today. SPCB. Yep, right here. So, taking a look here. Does anyone... I guess it's including pre-market or something. So confused. Yeah, I mean, what a gap up. Insane. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, crazy stuff. Sometimes I do like to look at these and see who's highest on the day, but sometimes you get that FOMO and it does not feel so good. So I don't look at that too much, but that's all right. Let's go back to the good old GameStop. GameStop, okay. A little more price action here, up 5% on the day. I like it. Hopefully they can continue to rally. More sellers than buyers right now. A lot of orders just put in at that 214 strike price, and the ask price. So we'll see what's going to happen. Okay, Ramses. Hey, what's happening with AMC? I don't understand. Okay, let's go back to AMC. But really quick before I do, man, I hope this continues to run. Hopefully this continues to go up. That'd be fantastic. I did get a notification here. Notification saying, where'd my notification go? Forced liquidation warning. So I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't messed with options on Webull just yet. So we're going to see how this is going to play out. Oh my gosh, I forgot I do have two options. Okay, well, we're going to see. So taking a look at the forced liquidation warning, it says your account doesn't have sufficient equity to exercise the GE contract. So please be aware that liquidations will be performed on the expiration day so it's 1548. What is 1548? 348? Yes, so 348. So is that 248 for me? Right. Since I'm central, it doesn't say it would have to be 248 for me because the market will be closed. So I guess we'll see. So if your account is not traded, meet the exercising requirement of the options above. So options positions subject to liquidation may change based on market fluctuations. We will reserve the right to take action at any time if your position poses a risk to what? I don't know if there's supposed to be more here, but there's nothing else in here, and I couldn't scroll or anything. So very, very weird. And we're going to see what happens. Hopefully, they doesn't liquidate my AMC shares. That would really, really suck. But I don't know. I guess we're going to see. Let's see what's going on with GE. I do have a position in here. I do have a swing trade that I'm trying to do. Well, I guess a swing option trade, a day option trade, option day trade, whatever you want to call it. So as you can see, so it looks like it's eating up these sell walls. This is what I like to see. And so my theory, back to AMC. I know you had the question about AMC. So Ramses, the question about AMC. Look, so it's been barcoding all day, right? And now look at all these shares. Look. 20,000 shares to be purchased, 9,000, 20,000, 10,000. I mean, and this number keeps jumping up and down. Look at this 13.99. Look how it jumps up and down, 12,000, 9,000. So a lot of action going on. And so there's, I guess, a few theories. One could be hedge funds, number trading back and forth. Who knows? Trying to keep this below the $14 strike. Now, another option is take a look at the options. Remember, all these options are expiring in the money right now. All of these options are expiring, some in the money, some out of the money. And it's very possible that these people are, AMC is more stable than the S&P 500. Boy, oh boy. So it's very, very possible that these options are being executed. So people are purchasing the shares and then they're selling the shares. So that's very possible that what is going on here. This is a lot of volume, and I think that's probably more likely what's happening because the hedge funds they usually don't trade in this much volume. Now, if it is the hedge funds trading in this much volume, I would love that because that tells me I would think that we're getting close to end game at that point, and these guys are something's gonna give, and that's what I'm hoping for. So a few things I'm going to watch, I'm just going to continue to watch these. I'm actually going to move some of these to the very, very top. I do have my BlackBerry options that are 100% going to expire out of the money today. So that's going to hurt pretty badly. But we shall see. We shall see what will happen. I guess I'm going to play this one close to the chest. And if this one goes up, if these goes up, I'm going to go ahead and sell them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these and put them at the top of the list so I can keep an eye on them. So we will put BlackBerry, GE, AMC, and GME. Great. So at the very, very top right here, this way we do not miss anything. We can see exactly what's going on with these stocks. AMC, let's take a look. 38,000 shares being purchased right now at this price at $13.99. Dang. Insane. Look, just barcoding all day. This is the 1 minute or 1 day, 1 minute chart. Look at this. It had a plummet at the beginning of the day, recovered, and traded basically perfectly sideways. Ridiculous. Grant, great point. Grant says the fact that we aren't nosediving means we are winning. That's the way Grant sees it, and that could be a great way to see it. Are the people beating the hedge funds? Oh, that was in response to Damon's question, and so I would say yes. I say any, and I would agree with Grant. Any plummet, any lack of a plummet, I suppose I should say. I would say we're winning, and if this is them trying to do some crazy stuff, then you know what? We are winning because I just feel it that we're getting close to endgame. Ken says, do you have UWMC shares? I do not have shares in UWMC. I think I covered it. Let me see if I have a line here. No, I don't have any lines of support or resistance. All right. Let's take a look. I got another notification for my forced liquidity option. So it looks like it's going to be executed. This is again at, I would imagine this is going to be in 48 minutes. I will be liquidated. So I need to make sure that I execute this contract before that time because I do not want to be stuck with them liquidating. I don't want to take the chance of them liquidating my AMC. So we are in power hour. Thank you, Eric, for letting me know. So as you know, we were hoping for 1501 to be our battle, but it looks like we're in the battle. We battled 801, and now we're battling 1401. That is going to be the game, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. So Damon says, will we beat them today or on Monday? So this is a great question, and I'm with Hal on this one. Hal says, I'm going to guess at least Wednesday we will pop. I do think that next week, I think the latest would be Thursday. I think before Thursday of next week, I really think we're going to see some big price action. My personal opinion, but I really do. Ran outside to grab Panda. Looks like I didn't miss anything. You did not, Diamond. You have a pet named Panda? That's the best name I've ever heard in my life. Oh, Panda Express. I don't know why I thought like your dog was named Panda. Panda Express. Small brain. Anyways. So, oh my gosh, just trading sideways. 83, and here you go. GameStop right here. 83 shares trading back and forth. 83, 83, 83, 83. I don't know. You deduce what you want for that one, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't have my tinfoil hat on today, so take that for what it is. Yeah, I got you, Diamond. Holy smokes, these shares are insane. So many shares. Let's take a look at the options again. Something I really don't look at is the puts. And so all of these puts being in the money. So are these puts in the money? These puts. So, I guess they would have purchased these puts in the money as it is. I guess there's not that many, so I'm not going to worry too much about this. A lot of people were expecting the stock to go back down a lot. And I don't know who purchased these or when they purchased these, but ill-advised. I mean, I guess I could see anything above maybe $8, but these people are very, I don't know. I wonder if, I was going to say, I wonder if calls are glass half full people and puts are glass half empty people, but I don't think that'd be a fair assessment. Okay, AMC, here we go. 13, we broke that 14 in the downward direction, which is not my favorite, but we'll see. If AMC hits 2K, I'll buy a Panda. That'd be crazy. Grant says there's a pop coming one way or another for sure. A stock with this much pent-up hype and energy can't trade sideways for too long. 100%. That is exactly my thought process. There's no way this is going to trade sideways for this long and without some kind of movement. No way at all. Puts are mainly shorts. Yeah, right. Yeah. And I guess I could see some people short term thinking that a stock is going to go down, but not sure. Let's take a look at GE, my Frankenstein child, my crazy child, and we're gonna take a look here. Lot of orders coming back and forth, as we're seeing everywhere. The only one not too crazy. Well, man, a lot of orders: 83, 83, 100, 100, back and forth. We're gonna see. Let's take a look at that stock for you. NOK. I'm really not following Nokia too much. Holy smokes! Talk about options. Let's see. Look at these options that oh my gosh, 149,000 contracts. This alone right here was 14 million contracts. This one strike by itself. That is in freaking insane. So as far as if it's a good time to buy, I'm not sure if it's a good time to buy. I really don't know what's going to happen. I've never paid this much attention to Quadruple Witching and what's going on. Now that we've kind of lived through it, we will be ready for the next one. And, it may take a few for us to really get the hang of it and see if there's any kind of trends. Most likely there is no trend, because if there was a trend, then people would really know how to play it, and that would be that. So the question is what is going to happen? That's $1 million question. And I don't know. Look at all these. Almost 100,000 sells at $4.03. Holy smokerino. So, hard to say. What do you think the stock price will be once it pops? That's a good question. Based on the previous one. Let's say, this is AMC kind of dipping right now. Let's see what's going to happen here. As far as a dip, let's say it dips down. I mean, not a dip. I'm sorry, a pop. Let's say we have a similar pop than last time. And this is why I've been... Excuse me, I apologize. This is why I've been trying to get the numbers for... We have time. This is kind of barcoding and kind of going down. We'll see if this recovers while these numbers go absolutely insane. Let's see here. Don't be worried. Don't be worried. When in doubt, zoom out. Okay? Let's go back here a little bit. Let's go back over here. The good old gamma squeeze, okay? So we were around $5, okay? We went from $5 all the way up to $20, okay? Now, if we went from $5 to $20, that is a 400% increase. So 400% increase from, even $10 is $40. If it's at $15, what is that? $60. I mean, so, and granted, that's not the best way to look at it, but if it's going to be another 400%, that's a baseline example. Now we could have something similar to Tesla. I wonder what Tesla's doing right now. I always do this. So taking a look at Tesla, let's look how many options there were. Okay, not too crazy. And you can see it's kind of like jumping all around. Let's see what Tesla looks for the day. Similar, very, very similar to AMC and kind of GameStop. But let's look at it on the 1 year. So remember, Tesla, it had little runs, and I know it doesn't look like a lot of money, but this is from 80 to, 112 to 160, and this continued to run. And now if we can, and theoretically, we're in a better technical setup than what Tesla was. So as long as we can continue this kind of movement with that better than Tesla, then theoretically we could be in this kind of setup where we continue to go for a long time. But it really, really is going to depend on what happens. If everyone just sells out, takes their 50, 60 bucks, maybe, or whatever it might be, and bails, then we're not in a similar situation than Tesla. Tesla bought and hold. Back to the 1 day. What's up, Eddie? Welcome. Johnson, what's up, my friend? Johnson says, what some of the media reporting AMC will be $1 or even 1 cent. Is why someone would believe it would go down to 7 8 cents. Yeah, no, there's no way. This stock, it might retrace a little bit. I mean, if it went down to, I don't know, 11 or 10, maybe even $9, I could see that happening temporarily, but I think too many people would buy the dip, which would cause it to go back up. Damon says, okay, should I invest everything in AMC? Damon, I wish I could tell you what to do, my friend. I'm not sure what everything is for you, if everything is your life savings or what that is, but I will say, I'm taking a look at let me pull up this post from Trace Trades. Trace Trades, I did like this post here. He says, Fidelity bought in with 500,000 shares on one account with an average price of $13.26. If they bought AMC that high and aren't worried, why should you be? And I did like that post a whole lot, but I really can't tell you what to do. This is one person's opinion. I do agree with this opinion personally. I like this, but it's really going to be your call. If let me ask you this. What do you think AMC is going to go to at the end of the year? If you invest all that money, what do you think AMC is going to go to at the end of the year if the squeeze doesn't happen? If it drops down to $9, are you going to sell out and take a loss and then boom, it wasn't worth it? So if you can say, hey, no, I'm going to hold to the end of the year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, then hey, maybe it is the right play for you. But if you're going to pull out for a loss because you get scared and you can't afford to lose the money, then it will not have been worth it for you. Yes. Grant, yep, Grant says, Damon, this is YouTube. Remember, we are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice. So, very, very important to keep in mind. I can't tell you what to do. We are all, I don't know. I don't want to say we're all like biased, but obviously I'm biased. I do have skin in the game with AMC. I don't want to tell you to do something and it doesn't work out. So I'll leave it there. Watching GE, just GE. Taking a look, seeing which way it's going to go. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it eats up the sell wall and we get to 1330. Being a little greedy here, I'm up 100% just on the day, just off of 20 cents. Insane. 24 cents, I guess. Very crazy. Nokia up, up a little bit here. Let me go to the 1 day. Is this the 1 day? Man, look at how these stocks just barcoded, all of them. Did Tesla do it? Not really barcoding, but pretty flat. Everyone had that big dip in the morning, traded flat the rest of the day. A lot of orders. Well, actually, this isn't too many orders, just hundreds. But I guess 100, in this is a whole lot. That's a lot of shares, or a lot of money, I should say, a lot of money. AMC continuing to drop. It looks like that we broke that. I wonder if we're going to go ahead and bounce right up. Hey, welcome, Diamond. Diamond says, you were right about GME, Corey. Just needed a little push. Yeah, hey, a little push, little nudge. And you know what? We squeezed down here just like I anticipated. Look at that. Broke through. And theoretically, this would have kept going. This would have been the one that pushed you up. And I guess it respected it and continued to respect it and pushed up. And you can see, look, these previous levels of support that I had back here, I don't even think I think it was gone whenever this was drawn. So as you can see, they continue to work throughout the rest of the day. I am so surprised. Like it's so impressive, these levels of support and resistance, how they continue to just work throughout the entire day. It's so much fun. This stuff is fun, guys. Like, it's crazy. And look, you can see this was the top, and I grabbed this from the previous day or something. I just moved that one, so I'm going to delete it because I messed it up. But crazy stuff. A lot of people on Wall Street Bets are YOLOing UWMC. I don't know anything about UWMC. I do not like to jump in on those hype plays. Personally, I don't know. Let's see what happened on the 5-day. So I really don't know why people would YOLO on this one. Usually, whenever people are going to YOLO it, they see, oh, it's gone up 100%. Like, if you YOLO, it'll go up 200%. And it's like, that's not necessarily how it works. I'm not saying Wall Street Bet is wrong by any means, but I'd be wary. I'd be wary. I appreciate you being calm, a calm sense of reason. Yeah, I'm that's what I do. I just shoot at you guys straight. We're taking a look at AMC. Some crazy stuff happening. Look at these orders. These have actually calmed down, but maybe we're not near that $14 that price anymore. But these were at like 20,000 orders trading back and forth. It was insane. GameStop Still, you know, a little amount of orders. Let's see if we can see any kind of pattern here. I'm seeing 88, some 88s here on the sides, some 100s as well, but someone is trying to buy a whole lot at 207, 3,000, almost 3,200 orders. Insane. But you know what? Buys are looking pretty good. Hopefully, this buy can eat up a lot of these, and continue to push GameStop. I'm curious what's going to happen. I wonder if the last 30 minutes is going to have any kind of movement. But I guess we'll continue to wait and see. GE with all these orders, 27,000, 25,000, just jumping back and forth. 35,000 orders at 1323, 29,000 at 1322. Crazy stuff. Huge numbers we're seeing here. Again, my theory is that these options are being executed and they're trying to sell out of their positions that way. So it could be crazy. GE, what am I looking at? GME, yeah, GME, you know, trading around 208. We're going to see if we see any kind of movement out of here. Hopefully we can see a good little spike. That'd be excellent. Chan says, oh, okay, forced liquidation warning. Okay, I'm getting close to my GE option expiring. I do not have the capital to pay for them, so I'm going to have to sell my contract. Again, I am being a little greedy. I have until 248, I would assume. I'm assuming that's in Eastern time for the market of 1548. So I have a little bit of time. I'm going to see if I can be super greedy and have this continue to go up. At the very most, I would lose is $14, so not too worried about it. But hopefully, it'll continue to go. Diamond says everything will jump after close. My words. Diamond, I believe you. I think I'm in a similar thought process. I'm in a similar thought process for you, as you. And I think at the very least, by Thursday of next week at the latest, I think we'll see I wouldn't be surprised if we see big moves by Thursday of next week. I would not be surprised. One bit. Chan says UWMC shorting a lot. XL Fleet, Romeo Power 2. Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. A lot of these stocks are shorted, and you know, I did it also. I think SPCY. No, was it Space? One of these was heavily shorted, and I thought about jumping in, but I was like, was it XSPY? XSPA? Yeah, XSPA. I think this one was like heavily shorted, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to jump in. And I don't know if this was it, but I don't know. People would just Google most shorted stocks. They think every single thing is going to short squeeze. And, you know, maybe a lot of those will short squeeze, but I don't know. I'm not trying to play every single stock as a short squeeze. That may be a new investing strategy that a lot of people go to, particularly Wall Street bets. I know we love the huge gains, but not the investing mentality that I personally want to have. So I haven't really been trying to jump on all these short squeezes, and you know, who knows if they'll print or they won't. Taking a look at AMC. AMC dipping a little bit. We were at that $14 mark for so long. Let's go back to this one day so we can see exactly. Look at this, just trading sideways perfectly at like $14. Little dip to like 1390s and then back up. Just crazy stuff. So we'll see if these orders can kind of shift over to that closer to that $14 range. I would love, you know, obviously my previous hope was going to be this $15 strike price, but it doesn't look like we're going to hit it, honestly, unless we see some crazy price action toward the very end. What I'm wondering is going to happen is, you know how it's going to close me out of my positions automatically or liquidate my account? I wonder, I just thought about this. I wonder if at 248, whenever people start getting liquidated, what that'll do to the price action. I wonder how many people are going to liquidate, how many people are going to... I just thought about that. That'll be crazy. We could see some crazy price action in the last 10 minutes now that I think about it. If it actually works that way, this is just speculation. I'm just thinking out loud, but it could be pretty crazy. Let's take a look at GameStop. GameStop, I mean, 79 orders back and forth. Look at this, 79. You guys saw that? 79. I don't know who's buying 971 orders at 206. Crazy. Somebody's selling 3,000 orders at 207. So we're going to see what happens with these guys. I mean, these guys are just it's a small battle. It's a little small window of just in here, and I don't know what's gonna happen. It's exciting. I do need to remember to sell out of my position. It looks like GE is going for a little rally. Am I going to be greedy and hold this to 1330 and see if I can get this to 200%? That would be insane. 1335 would be very, very nice. I wonder if we have anything in here that could support this. I'm trying to look for any kind of setup that I could do. It's just so hard the way it's been barcoding. I wanted to draw like a line of. Oh, this thing is such a pain in my butt. Sometimes with Webull, like there's an invisible element here that you can't see, so you can't like click it. So I have to like scoot this over, and hopefully it'll let me click it now. It didn't. Please. Okay. Ugh, I don't like this, but no, I'm gonna delete that. We're gonna see what happens. We will play it by ear, and as we get closer to 248, I will see if I can execute that and get. We're gonna be a little greedy here. We'll see what happens. Most I can lose is $14, so not worried too much. Looks like TCAT is moving. Let's take a look. TCAT is moving. Oh my gosh, here we go. We are off to the races with TCAT, pushing up. Wow, pushing up. Diamond, do you have an exit strategy for this? Oh, it was SS or SPCE. Okay, is that the one that was heavily shorted? Yeah, a lot of those heavily shorted stocks. I just rather, I don't know. There's something about it. Looks like AMC having a small rally. Hopefully it'll continue. We have 20 seconds left in this candle. We'll see if this one can go above. We'll see where this one goes. Hopefully it'll bring us back up to that $14 strike or $14 share price. I keep saying strike. I got options on the mind. The $14 share price and continue. DPG, Corey, do you have a favorite online gambling stock like GNOG or PENN? You know, I really haven't heard of either of those. I am bullish on, well, I'm on long-term online gambling type things. I don't know the legislation or who's going to try, how Biden feels about it, if anyone would try to pass it, or if in, let's say in certain states, like let's say you're in Vegas or you live in Vegas and maybe you can gamble online. I really don't know the rules. I haven't looked too much into it. All I know of is DraftKings, and I feel like whenever these stocks are to go live, or you know, me personally, like for example, and this is something you have to think about, what do people know about? So I don't really know about this stuff. All I know is about DraftKings. So if I was like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go bet on something, I would probably go straight to DraftKings and see if I can bet, because they have that recognition, that brand recognition. So something to consider. But if if you know something about those companies that they're gonna take over because XYZ, the legislation is gonna pass in 2 years, now may be the time to buy it while you beat the hype. And you always got to beat the hype. That's my favorite kind of stuff. We are testing this $14 level once again. They brought us down a little bit of a double bottom here, George W. And we are going to see if we can continue to go up. If we can pass this, I would love to see us skyrocket past this and go to the crazy levels. All right, crazy levels. That's what I want to see. Your Diamond is holding TCAT to the moon. Good luck. Good luck. You like any holds over the weekend except for AMC? All of my holds right now, I've kind of told you guys about most of them. Realistically, AMC is, and again, I only got caught up in the AMC stuff. This kind of like short squeeze stuff isn't really my cup of tea, so to speak. Which is why I never really hopped into GME. I like the fundamentals of AMC, how they're opening, and all the good stuff. So that's why I invested in it before the squeeze. At $5, I don't know. I do like AMC though. I mean, I like everything about AMC. But as far as plays goes, I do like the safer IVR, and even though it might take a little longer, I'd rather see those big gains that are safe. And so that's kind of my 2 cents on it. But and I've been so wrapped up in AMC, what's going on, I haven't really been able to look up too many new stocks. So we'll have to see. What's actually holding now? So yeah. And you know what? Soon I am going to have to look at. Let me see if I've got an email or anything that I'm going to have to close out of my my position on BlackBerry. It is going to be a rough day for me on BlackBerry. A lot of tears to be shed because it's going to be rough. It is going to be rough. So on BlackBerry, my calls, I'm going to lose about, I'm going to lose over $3,000 on those calls because I broke some of my rules and I, made mistakes. But that's okay. Damon says, what do you think of Roblox? Roblox is a little bit tricky. I do not like to, as I always say, I do not like to chase stocks. I do not like IPOs. Some of my just personal rules. And that's that. So if you take a look, I think it's been out for less than a month. So taking a look over here, yeah, it's been just a few days. You can see, and this is why I don't like it. They started over here. Remember, they were originally released at around $45 or something. Instantly kind of gapped up to 60, all the way to 90. And granted, this is over a few days. So the first day it was at 70, jumped up to 90, and then it just, if you didn't sell at 90, your bag holding around here. And then backed all the way down to 69, all the way up to 79, down to 67, and then back up to 70. So just a lot of volatility. I don't know which way this is going to go. I don't know how people feel about it long term, and we'll see. You'll bounce back. Yeah, I'll bounce back. I'm not too worried about the money. AMC is going to print and pay for everything. It's going to pay for absolutely everything. Chan says, for me, once the hype of GME and AMC is done, I would like to move my assets to EV stocks, such as RMO, CCIV, XL, AC, TC. What do you think of those stocks? I don't know about all of them. I do like EV stocks. With everything about every which way the world is going, EV stocks is the way to go. Do I think, and this is, I'm so happy that you have an exit plan. I'm so happy because a lot of people are like AMC, GME, and that's it. And you got to have, what's next? Excuse me, let's say you make, I don't know, $50,000, $100,000, $1 million. What now? What are you going to do to continue to gain wealth, keep your wealth, and live well? So that is the question. So and a lot of people they don't know the answer to that. So I'm happy that you have an idea of what you want to do. So continue with that. I am very bullish on EV. I haven't really picked my favorite EV or anything, but I think there's going to be a lot of competition. The big companies, Ford, Ford, I don't know who the G one I'm trying to think of is, but all these other companies are going to be going into electric vehicles, okay? Question is, who's going to be number two? Who's going to steal the second amount of the market share? I know a lot of people liked Nikola, but remember, Nikola, I think, was just like a concept. They didn't even have a car. So, yeah, you're going to have to really find your favorite. Who do you think is going to be best? Who do you think and why? And remember, you don't even have to get into EVs. You can get into the different sectors of the EVs. For example, these cars, they're going to have a lot of smart features. They're going to need security. BlackBerry is working on like operating systems and stuff for these cars, and that you can connect, and it's kind of open source where people can connect these things. So maybe you want to get into the I don't know, like technology, computers of them. Or maybe you want to get into the batteries. Who's making batteries for EVs? Who's going to come out with a battery that every single EV is going to use regardless of the brand? Instead of betting on those, you can just bet on a few batteries. So there's a bunch of different questions that you want to ask yourself. QuantumScape is one that I really, really like. If you like EVs, Chan, you may want to look into this. It's QuantumScape, QS is the ticker, and I like that one a lot, but it's kind of a pipe dream because their solid state batteries I don't think actually exist yet, and a lot of people have tried to create them, but they've all failed. Maybe QuantumScape will be able to do it, and if they are able to do it, holy smokes, that is a huge opportunity there. Workhorse, I do like Workhorse. I'll tell you why. They lost the contract to Oshkosh. What does that mean? It means the stock is on sale. Now, I haven't done my research into Workhorse, but if you think that their product is superior or equal to Oshkosh, while they're down, maybe now is the time to swoop them up. So whenever somebody else swoops them up, they'll be able to, they'll just skyrocket, and you'll be able to ride the hype there. Yeah, QS, and again, QS is one of those IPOs that I stayed away from. And well, first of all, I did want to buy it immediately. I missed the IPO and it skyrocketed, so I didn't hop on because I didn't want to chase, and it did plummet. So it's kind of rocky, but if you think that they're once they settle and you think that they're gonna be able to achieve these solid state batteries, and you can get in before the news hits, you'll ride. That'll be a huge wave. I think that'll be very, very profitable. AMC, AMC back at neutral at the $14 mark. It's been a flat day, but very entertaining whenever we start to plummet. But you know what? The whole time, I'm zen. I am zen. No worries at all, because I know which way the stock is going to go. A lot of orders being traded back and forth here. I'm hoping we'll get that 1401 at the end of the day to really solidify these options in the money. Okay, we got to get these options in the money. It'll be so important to do that. And you know what? I wonder if I should have purchased. How much is this going to cost? $5. I do not have $5 in my account to do this, but you know what I could do? I could sell out of this position. Let me see if I can close this position. Limit. I don't know. I just want to get out of this position. Close. Let's sell. And let's see if this gets executed. How do I see if this position is executed? I should have just done a market sell. We will see what happens here. Maybe I can check my account. Don't know what's happening. Has been filled. Excellent. So you do get these cool notifications in here. I am still new to Webull, so forgive my confusion in here. Grant says, Lordstown Trucks looks awesome, but them fudging order numbers kind of scared me off of that one for now. Guys, it's so sad what these companies can do to mess themselves up. Why would you fudge the order numbers? Like, why would you try to make yourself look so good? Not a good look. Not a good look. And I was talking to somebody about the vaccine, about not Pfizer, AstraZeneca, how they said that one causes blood clots, and it's like, dang, that kind of stuff is hard to get off the stain. It's a hard stain to get off, so you're gonna have to see. Looks like my greediness for GE. Oh, I thought it was paying off, but it is not paying off. I'm down. This is down a penny, back up a penny. So I could be rich any second now. Back down the penny. So we will see. Let's take a look back at AMC, still battling strong. Ken says, when does the DTCC is actually new rule take effect? So there's two rules. Number one says, hey, we can look at your books. That one is in effect. Number two says, hey, we're going to liquidate your positions. And that one, from my understanding, has not taken effect just yet. I am waiting an update on this regulatory rule page here for this 801 to kind of populate with the official release, but so far nothing. Hey, It's Pixel has been doing an excellent job covering this, and I am waiting for an update here, but so far nothing just yet. So, but I will let you know whenever this happens. Make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss the updates, because I'm keeping up to date every single day. That's what I do. So Chan says, Hindenburg Research accused Lordstown of using fake orders to raise capital for its first product, an all-electric pickup truck. Man, see, that kind of stuff is messed up. But my exit strategy is buying QS, Canoe, and Virgin Galactic. Great. Hey, as long as you have an exit strategy and you believe in those companies, that is perfect. You got to make sure that you'll be able to solidify those gains. Chan says QS won't guarantee to make profits until 2025, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes remember, you don't really need to make like profits to be like a good solid company. A lot of these companies, they'll continue to invest themselves, and you can use debt to your advantage if you do it right, and you can continue to move. But hey, if you don't like it because of the they're not going to be making a profit, no problem. I'm glad that you came to that decision, and you don't want to move on it for that reason. For that reason, I'm out. Good stuff, good stuff. So, Bill says, what's up with AMC manipulation? I filed a complaint with the SEC about it. I realized it won't go anywhere, but it made me feel a little bit better. Bill, I can appreciate that. It's some weird stuff going on. We do have the new DTCC rules that are going to help us, theoretically help us. I really think, though, that, a lot of people are skeptical about it. I'm a little bit skeptical about it, but I am hopeful, is what I'll say. And I'm hopeful that this will work in our favor. So now, let's take a look at these options. You know what? I think I'm going to put my money... I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Let's see if we can go ahead and buy this option right here, the AMC $14 strike. And let's see if we can get in here and make a few bucks. Okay, I'm not allowed to because it's past... Wait, 14 is 2 o'clock. So I'm not allowed to open this position just yet. No problem at all. I'm getting a notification. Oh, I thought that was for my order. No problem. I wonder how much these orders are over here at this $14 strike. Can I afford one? I absolutely cannot afford one unless I go out of the money. I have $12, almost $13 in this account. So I would have to go pretty far out of the money in order for this to print. So if I wanted to buy this, it would be $13, which I still couldn't afford. I would have to go all the way to the $29 strike price, which I don't think I want to do. So we are going to see GE is going up. We're going to the moon, hopefully, and I'm up 140% on my call option that I placed today. I don't know what happened. This is so crazy. This is incredible. Diamond tried the same. Tried to place that call option. I'm a noob, so apparently I don't know when I can place my call options. I usually don't do this though. I'm usually very, very... I don't want to say conservative, very safe in my plays is what I'll say. Let me take a sip of this water. Get a little Chick-fil-A. I got a little Arnold Palmer. Oh, Bill, I didn't even answer your question, my friend. Bill says... Oh, one second. Let me read this super chat from Olive. Olive, I appreciate the continued support a whole lot. A whole lot. Olive says, could you share your biggest home run in stocks and your hardest loss? How did you deal with them? Also, has trading changed your life? Absolutely. Okay, so biggest home run is going to be AMC. Without a doubt, AMC. I put in like $10,000 into it. And that's money that I gained. So I went all in on, well, all in being $4,000 in March 18th, I just so happened to go all in on the very, very bottom of the market. So any stock that I really chose was going to go up. And I chose some real winners, and I was able to get to, what was I able to get to? I don't know, like $20,000 by the time of the end of of COVID, which isn't too crazy. Trace Trade did that way faster than I did, but no worries. So I was able to get in some good positions, and then I went ahead and went all in on options. I got my options contract. I put 200. I put So I put all that money. I got in around the $2 mark, right? And it was a $2.50 strike price. That $2.50 strike price, I'm sure you can imagine putting $10,000 in at that strike price. Whenever it was out of the money, how you can imagine how I'm doing very, 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 very well. Biggest loss would probably be, I don't know if this BlackBerry one is going to be my biggest loss, but I did go ahead and, so this one's going to be probably $3,500 today that I'm just going to lose. And I did have a big one. What was my big one? Whenever I was first discovering call options, I did some wrong plays. I didn't know what I was doing. I put way too much money on it, and I did lose probably $4,000 or $5,000 on it. So, very unfortunate when that happens. But I learned some very, very good lessons. Still learning because, as you can see, BlackBerry didn't do so well for me. But I think that AMC is really going to offset all my losses, and I could do some crazy things with this new money. So that's kind of how that went. QS or BLNK, which one is better? Ken, I'm really not sure. I don't have I really don't have either way that I want to go with it. When is this thing going to expire? Is it 38 or 48? 48. Okay, so I got 10 more minutes before I got to close out of my position, and we will see which way we run. We are running in the right direction, though. Oh my gosh. This is excellent for GE. I may go ahead and close out while we are at a nice high right here. Then again, I wonder if we're going to keep going until we hit this level of resistance right around here. I'm going to watch this for, okay, so we are going down a little bit. Let's see. See if I wanted to, oh, are we going to go green? Hold on. Let me wait a second. We have 5 seconds until this candle is in. So let me take a look at what happens really quick. I'm going to get back to what is going on here. So let's see. I'm currently up 163%, and we're going to see we are continuing to run at 31. What's going on here? Just bear with me one moment, guys. I'm going to try to get in or out of this position right now. And we'll see if I make a few bucks. Granted, here's the deal. I only put in $14, but this shows you, I mean, the power of options. I'm up 168%. Imagine if I put $14,000. I mean, which is obviously, I don't know if I would have done that at that amount. But the power of options, pretty crazy. We are continuing to run. I think I'm going to wait for a small pullback before I get out here. And this could be pretty crazy movement here. Let's see what we have. Just waiting for this other candle. Should close in about 4 seconds or 3. Here we go. It's about to close right now. We have a new candle that should be showing up, and we'll see where this candle brings us. All right. Where are we going? Where are we going? We're going down. I'd rather not go down. Let's see if I can go ahead and close my position before it goes down, although it may go up, and we will see what is happening. So if I sell my position here, my credit is going to be 29, so it's the 14 I put in, plus it should be the 18, so 14 plus 18. Let's see what we have here. Is that how much it is? Wait, is that right? 32. Oh, minus my premium, I suppose. Okay. Place it here, and we'll sell it at the 30. And hopefully it does not continue to run. Let's see if this gets filled. And we got filled. We are now rich. We're rich. Excellent. That's the way it goes, people. That's the way it goes. I now have $41 in my account. So there you have it. Money, money, money. Granted, it was... I don't know. I doubled my money. And that's that. We'll see if this continues to go. Yeah, sure enough, it's going to continue to run. I'm sure it's probably going to go to $35 since I pulled out, but I'm okay with that. AMC at that 1401, that is the current battle. 1401. Can we hold it? Can we stick it? And I guess we're about to find out, you know? We're going to see what happens. Let's take a look. Bill, they don't want it to close at 1401 because of the calls in the money. Absolutely, 100%. Congrats on GE. How much did you... might you make? So yeah, well, we just did that, how much I made. So I wonder if it says my previous orders. I don't really look at, like I said, I'm such a noob at this thing. So trade, bought GE, funds history. I wonder if it'll show me my orders filled. So I've had some weird stuff in here, but looking at here, I wish it showed me how much I made and stuff. I don't know. I have to look at this later. I'm not trying to do anything crazy here. Let's go back to GME. GME going down a little bit of a stairs down, but that is okay. We're going to see exactly what happens before the bell closes. And let's see. Trade just tweeted, let's get this trending AMC, save AMC for the last 18 minutes of market trading. Go do what apes do. Rallying the troops, the ape army. It's going to be crazy. Rania sends running up. Let's see what Senseonics is doing. Oh boy, we're not full screen anymore. Okay, so we'll go back here. Senseonics. Sen's having a little bit of a run. Not bad. Especially for on the day. Let's go to the 1 day really quick. Hey, not a bad day at all. Up 10% on the day. That's incredible. That's awesome, guys. That's freaking awesome. Nice. This is great. I do have to start closing out of my BlackBerry positions really quick. Just bear with me one moment while I cry for a second. Don't mind the tears. I'm sure I will be just fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, all good, all good. Gotta do what we gotta do. Wow, these are some big losses. Okay. Well, the good news is I will not have to look at this anymore and be reminded of my my blunder. All right. So we will let these continue to finish out, and I will try to forget this ever happened. But all good. It's a risk, guys. This goes to show you. I'll be the first to tell you what happens. I'll be the first to tell you. So, taking a look at Sense, not bad, not bad at all. GE, it is kind of consolidating here, and we'll see what happens. So, hopefully I did sell at the height. I am curious what's going to happen at the 248 mark, because that's whenever they're going to start liquidating people. I'm curious to see if we're going to see it start to really, really run. And if it starts to really, really run, that would solidify my theory that these ones that are not getting filled are being liquidated and potentially purchased. Now, again, liquidation, now what they might do is sell the contracts, but I think what they're saying is, and if anyone knows it for sure, just let me know. It says if you do not, here, I'll read it here verbatim so I don't mess it up. So your account does not have the sufficient equity to exercise the following options, and it was my GE option. Please be aware that liquidations will be performed on expiration day. So basically, it was a single leg. So at 15:48, which is 12 minutes before close, and if your account has not traded out or met the exercising requirement of the options above, options positions subject to liquidation may change based on market fluctuations. We will reserve the right to take action anytime if your position poses a risk to, and then it really doesn't say what. I wonder if it's in an email or something, but we shall see. So I'm curious if that is going to cause these to run up, or they would sell the contracts or liquidate somebody's account and make them purchase the shares. That would be pretty wild. So let's see here, getting ready for war. Let me catch back up on this chat a little bit. Chan says BLNK, it's charging station company. If you look for the charging station companies, a bunch of tickers, what would be best? Oh, Chan, hey, thank you so much for the insight. I see you're doing your research on EV, and a lot of people do this. A lot of people will stay to one sector. They'll stay to, I know a big one is like medical, pharma. They'll see, hey, who's coming out with this, who's coming out with that. They know all about the industry. And they make a lot of money just trading pharma. And that is an excellent way to do it. If you're sticking in EV, it sounds like you've done your research. I didn't even think about these charging stations. Remember, guys, all these EVs are going to have charging stations. And I don't know the rules with them. I don't know if one size fits all, if they're going to try to standardize it. If there is one company trying to standardize it, where, you know how you have, you're at the mall or whatever, and they have all of these charging, like it's one charging station and then all the different ports. Maybe someone will invent that, and that'll be an excellent place. So some great points that you're bringing up, Chan. I appreciate the insight. I really do. Olive, no problem, dude. I never send super chats, but you do tons for us. Thank you, Olive. I do my best. I appreciate it again. You mentioned that you like pharma stocks. Any stocks in particular that are catching your eye right now? I don't have anything super big. I am in Senseonics right here. I do like it. The only thing that I don't like about it is how they have that. They do have to do the finger prick. Senseonics being continuous glucose monitoring system for like people with diabetes. They have some cool it's the most accurate. It has a lot of benefits. There's a 180-day system that goes into your arm, or they're working on the 180-day system that is still waiting to be FDA approved, but it is approved in the UK. That will just go in your arm and it'll stay there for 180 days, which is the longest on the market. Well, would be the longest on the market. But you will have to do finger pricks every single day, once a day, for calibration of it. And those other systems, you don't have to do calibrations on it. So that's kind of the caveat to it, you know. And it's important to be able to answer those questions, you know. I'm able to see it from an outside perspective, but even then, I think that it could have some benefits. Accuracy could be more of a pro to some people than others, you know. And those are things to take into consideration. Very much so. And, you know, thank goodness I don't have diabetes, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't bother people to only prick it once a day as opposed to 3 or however many times they have to prick it. But those are, you know, again, those are questions that I will have to find the answer to. Ramsey says, buy 2 more shares of AMC with the profits. You know what? You're dang right. I probably should, huh? I don't know if I want to buy it today or wait for a dip. So many questions. That is very tempting, though. Very, very tempting. Actually, I did want to buy IVR calls. I might look into getting some IVR calls while we're here with this money. Let me see how many calls I could buy with this. Is it expensive? Oh, it's super cheap. Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to buy IVR calls with this. I'm very happy with my position in AMC. Very, very happy. But then again, AMC will probably print first. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a decision there. I don't think I have enough money to buy AMC shares or calls. I mean, I'd rather get the calls, but we'll have to see. Let's go back over here. Tommy says, get ready for war. Get the buy button ready for the last minute of AMC. You know what, Tommy? I'm on board with that. I'm gonna buy AMC last minute. Here we go. This was my theory right here. That after these positions start getting liquidated, that it's gonna start to run. And I'm gonna spend all this money just for the cause on AMC, regardless of the price. This way, I can make sure we are solidifying ourselves, going to Valhalla and staying at the top. So that is what I'm gonna do. Look how it just rocketed through it, okay? And we're gonna see. I wonder if we can get this 1501, you know? Maybe that's a pipe dream, but we'll see if we can get 1501. I would even take, it looks here, there is the 1450 strike price, not almost 2 million shares, probably 2 million by now, and we'll see where this goes. Hopefully this will continue to run, and at the very least, I can put my shares in at the very end to at least try and help the cause. Man, crazy stuff. Let's see what's going on with GameStop. GameStop, a small little candle right here. It looks like there was a descending level of resistance, and it broke through it. If you would have drawn a stick here, or was it going to let me do it? Yeah. See, if you would have drawn this right here, this candle right here, this wick blew right through it. The whole candle, I mean, broke right through it, which is exactly what you want to see. Beautiful. Now we're going to see if this will continue to respect it. Hopefully it'll continue to run. I would love for this to get to 225, 210, anything above there will be fantastic. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, yes, Tom. Oh, my gosh, Tommy. Tommy going 3K into AMC at the very end. Tommy, what a champion. Chan says, and all the good SPACs are shorting crazy hard. I won't get into the SPACs because, or other energy sector, stocked into 2 or 3 months. I'll just watch them, find the best entry price. Chan, I appreciate it. It sounds like you have a pretty good grasp of what you're doing. You have a plan, and it looks like you're going to stick to it, which I can appreciate. Attaboy for the cause. Yeah. I mean, well, we're gonna see how this trades. GE, you know, I hate to say it, but I'm a little happy that I sold GE when I did. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. I would have been forced to sell it before then, anyways. So I'm happy with my move, thank goodness. We're gonna continue to watch these stocks right here, see what's gonna go on, and hopefully it continues to stay solid. Bobby bought another 100 AMC this morning. Excellent. Join in. How do I join to get advice or get advice as I like to try options. Oh, you guys are guys. I'm gonna start a Discord for us because I think we need Discord so we can kind of help each other out, and I would like to get links in there and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to start a Discord. This way we can see exactly what's going on. That's gonna be one of my goals for this weekend. I have it written down, so we'll be able to get in there. AMC still around that 14. We had a little run up, running down a little bit. That's okay. I do have my whole $41 ready for the cause, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase. I'm gonna set it for 1401 to make sure that we solidify and stay above that number. All right, let me see what Tommy's doing. I'll copy Tommy. Tommy, how are you putting it in? Are you gonna put 1401 limit? Okay, we do have 5 more minutes, and we're gonna see exactly what we have going on. Yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it Discord. I want to be able to do that. I also want to be able to talk with you guys individually, and we're gonna see how that goes. I don't know if it'll be. We'll see how that goes. I would love to have some of you guys and kind of chat with you, and we'll see what kind of value we can get from this. That'll be fun. That'll be great. All right. Oh, I did forget about my AMC. Whoops. I did forget. Oh my gosh, where am I? I did forget about my AMC call here, though. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. We have a few more minutes before I need to do anything with it. But, that's a great question. Shorts are trying to keep this below 1401. Yeah, I think they're going to try to keep it below 1401. However, Tommy and I, between us, we have a total of, I have 41. He has 3,000. We have $3,041, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to bring you all to 1401 just with our big money. I'll try. Yeah, Jamie G is a no-show today. No problem at all. Been here every other day, all day. So I do appreciate it. And I know some of you guys have been here every single day. So that's going to be fantastic. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Good point. So we'll see what's going to happen. Sorry, Diamond. I'm sorry. Guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just going to go ahead and I told you guys what I was going to do. I'm just going to put my money in toward the end, just personally. But no problem. Okay, we're good. GameStop coming down a little bit. GameStop just on a small downward trend, still above the $200 price. That's what we want to see, and that's what we're gonna have to take a look at. So hopefully they stay above that $200 price. I would love to see that. This way they can get those options. You know, if they can't hit the 210, that's okay. That this $200 strike price does have 3,500 options in here. Okay, that'll be very, very nice. Those are a lot of shares. AMC currently sitting at 1401. You love to see it, and hopefully it continues to stay there. We're going to see exactly what happens. I appreciate it, Diamond. I appreciate you looking out, my friend. And we're gonna see what's going on here. Roblox did break above that. I was watching this a little bit on the side. It did break that $69 mark at 70, so that's pretty fantastic. GE, I pulled that at the right time. Thank goodness I didn't get greedy and pulled that at the right time here. So we're gonna see exactly what happens. I'm curious to see if AMC is going to pull out of this position. What does this button do? Oh, that's a notification. That's very cool. Thank you, Webull. Oh, whoa. You guys see this? This plummet? AMC just plummeted to 8 to 1370 within a few seconds. That was insane. I'm sure you all just saw that. Holy smokes. If you missed that, you're going to have to rewind the stream and you're going to have to watch that, because that was the biggest drop I've ever seen. That was insane how quickly it just plummeted. Guys, you can't tell me this is normal price action. You can't tell me this is normal, that this is what's happening, guys. Unreal. They're trying to get, they don't want these options to expire in the money. There are let me check the options really quick. 29,000 options that are expire in the money right there. We do have 2 minutes left in here. Actually, just a minute and a half left in here to go ahead. And I know you touched the wrong button. Can you imagine? I touched the wrong button and it just starts to plummet. That's okay, guys. I do have my 2 shares. I'm just going to put it at the end of the and just try to hit the $14 mark, and we'll see what happens. Man, this is so crazy. Absolutely insane. We do have 10 more seconds on this candle, and then it'll be the final candle of the before the bell. And so this candle ends in 1 second. Here we go. All right, here's the final candle, and we're gonna see where this candle is gonna end. I do anticipate we're gonna push up to that 14 mark. I don't know. There's something. I just have a good feeling that we're gonna hit that 1401. I don't know. I feel good about it. Hopefully I'm right. There's a lot of sell orders coming in at the very, very end. A huge sell wall at $13.99. But you know what? I think. So let me go ahead and close out of this position and place this order. Must be greater than 0. Okay, so I guess that's just going to expire worthless anyways. So let me go ahead and create a new order at 1401. And I'm going to go ahead. I can afford a few shares. To place order. I understand that I'm buying 2 orders. Put it in just before the bell. And we are going to close at 1387. 1390. All right, that is the way the cookie crumbles today. Is the cookie not crumbled? After, yep. So we did close at 1390. Boy, oh boy, I feel like we were and I guarantee this is gonna skyrocket right now, or I wonder if it is. Man, I really thought that, you know, right now we just watched the team who the movie is about. They just threw the ball and you thought it was going to go in, and it didn't go in. But the good news is this was just the quarterfinals, and the game is not over yet. We still have some more, or let's say this is the finals. Let's say this is game 2 or something. I don't know, but that's okay. That is okay, guys. I know it's kind of rough. Let's see what GameStop did. I feel so bad. I kind of neglected it there at the end. But it looks like we are... GameStop did close at 202, so good for them. They did get those 3,500 options in the money there. Now, as far as this right here, as far as after hours, it is starting to go down. It's down to $198. 19. And let's see, I did get some notifications, just price alert on GME, on GameStop, of how it did dip under that $200 mark. I do have notifications. What's something pretty cool about this is you can create alerts and you can see exactly what happened. And I have just different alerts in here so I can be notified of any kind of price action. You can do the same thing here. So I wonder what my order was executed at. It does look like I should be able to see my positions, right? Let me see if I can add a widget. I'm not sure if I can add a widget, but Ramsey, this is a great question. It's a little rough, guys, but hey, we're okay. This is okay. Some clear, in my personal opinion, some weird action here. Extremely suspicious action. I would love to be on a fly on the wall on Trey's trade stream, see what he's telling people. But it's very interesting. So taking a look here, it looks like in after hours, every single stock is down except for GE. GE still rallying. TME is up a little bit, so a lot of down stocks. But you know what? It's gonna be okay. Very crazy closing bell. You hate to see it, but you know what, guys, we're gonna be okay. We are going to be okay. This is not going to make or break us. If you're looking at the 1 month, we are still looking very nice. This is not bad at all. Still respecting a whole bunch of levels of support here that you know we have set up from a while back, and I feel okay about this. I know it's a little rough. I know it's not exactly what we want to see all the time, but I feel okay. I feel like it's going to be okay. Nobody fret. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And, you know, just for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and I'll purchase another share of AMC just to help the cause. And let's see if I can get this. I have exactly 1401 left to purchase a new order. The irony, but let's go ahead and get an order placed. And I will give it another. I'll just do I have to do a limit order, right? Since it's after hours. So I'll do, I don't know. We'll just place an order at what it's currently trading at. We'll go 1391 and just see if I can give it a little nudge. Oh, have to enable extended trading. I really don't know where to enable extended trading. Just bear with me a second. Let's see. Extended hours, yes. It's so strange that, like, you know, if I'm placing it here, just I placed this wrong. It's at 1370 right now. That's why it was right. All right, there we go. I used the rest of my money on the on one more share of AMC. Just do them apart. But yikes. Yikes. Not what we thought would happen, Izzy. I don't think any of us thought this was going to happen. We're all just sitting here kind of shocked. What was the movie? There was a movie where, I guess I don't want any spoilers, but there was a movie where, I remember. I'll just say in Game of Thrones, I don't want to say which episode, nobody spoil it, please. But there was an episode that it just ended, and you were sitting in absolute, I sat there probably for 5 minutes, at least, just staring at the screen in shock. And so that's that. Did they have 1.2 million shares last minute? Looks like the volume on the day is 100 million, or just under 100 million. Let's take a look at the day. I did not think to look at what happened here in this last time. So here, right here, there was 2 million for this huge drop. 600,000, 900, or just under a million here. Then the very last was 3 million. Crazy stuff. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm not shaking. Look at this. Look at this candle right here. Oh, there it went. It was the start of something new, and the candle kind of went down. We're going to see exactly what's going to happen. Looks like a lot of buys coming in, not as many sells, so I think this is going to recover. Not too worried about it. I think next week is going to be a good week either way. A very good week either way, so not too worried about it. Olive says, off topic, but what games are you currently playing? Are you exclusive to PC? So at this point, yeah, I'm exclusive to PC. I was big into Xbox. So I guess when I was younger, I was in PlayStation. I would play like Tekken and stuff like that. And then I did get into whenever was it Halo 2? Or yeah, I think whenever Halo 2 was about to come out, I started getting into Xbox and I played Halo 1, and then it's always been Xbox ever since. I just like the Xbox controller and stuff, just for me. And then after that, I did get into PC gaming with like whenever League of Legends came out is whenever I got into PC gaming. And man, I played League of Legends to this day. I play League of Legends. I play Valorant. I play a little bit of Hearthstone, but not too much. Witching Hour has passed. Welcome, Padel. Witching Hour was it just ended just now. So welcome. When will we see the results of Quadruple Witching? That is an excellent question, Merrick. I hope I'm saying your name right, Merrick. I think that we are gonna see it. Diamond says, "What is your Twitter? I'll follow." It is. Is it a buy? Just all one word. It is also in the description if you want a quick link to it. So I'm very happy you asked this question, Merrick. When will we see the results of Quadruple Witching Hour? It's hard to tell. I do speculate that with all these options expiring in the money, that we're going to continue to see the repercussions until early next week. That is my opinion, and I'm not sure if I'm right, but that is my opinion. And I think that I just got the notification from my BlackBerry calls, and that's what's going on. So I think we're going to see it beginning of next week, into the mid of next week, and I think we're going to continue to reap those benefits. Hopefully, at the very least, we have a solid base, a solid foundation. Around this area right here, you can see it like, right around here of support, and hopefully this level of support just continues to hold. If this, yes, Diamond says Monday, Tuesday, essentially. And remember, some of these options are T+2, meaning they have 2 days to cover. And if you were around on January 27th, whenever it went to the moon, it had that short squeeze, or the gamma squeeze. Stand corrected. That gamma squeeze. It happened Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And so I think that we could see something big around that time. I really think that we could see something big Tuesday night into Wednesday morning if these guys do cover their positions, no failure to delivers, everything goes like it should. We could see those gains around that time. And that's my theory. Bill says this should be submitted as evidence of price manipulation. Yeah, it was just disgusting and falafel. Right. Bill, we're all with you, my friend. We are all with you. It is so ridiculous to see this. Grant, thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. We will see you Monday. So as far as whose question was on? Bill, did I answer your game question? Yeah, I play a bunch of games. I like a bunch of games. We could talk about Olive. If you're playing some games, maybe we could play sometime. That'd be cool. If you play PC. But Bill, yes, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. I think it's all been brought to light. Okay, no one wants to look bad though. You have to remember the SEC doesn't want to look like people are out of control. They don't want people to try to replicate what like Citadel or whoever's doing. There's too much spotlight on them, too much heat. Okay, and I think that the DTCC rules are gonna force them to keep people in check. And let me sneeze. Excuse me. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to be forced to be kept in check, which is why the DTCC is going to work so hard to push those rules. And that's my thought. That's my personal thought. And hopefully that's the truth. Hopefully that is the case, and people will be forced to cover their positions. So, I don't know. It's going to be a little tricky, though. More buying than selling was price should rise. I'm with you 100% there. I thought witching begins in after hours. No, so the witching begins. So, and we can see it here. I did have the definition pulled up, and it's just on the entire day as well as the week before, or this current week. Just in a lot of volatility. Now let's see if I can take a look. Let me see if anything says hour. I'll find the hour. 1 hour. I'm trying to see if anything in here says anything more concrete that we could. Yeah, so here it is. Witching hour definition. The witching hour refers to the final hour of trading on the days that options and futures expire. Final hour of trading is from 3 to 4 o'clock Eastern, which for me is going to, I'm in Central, so it's 2 to 3 o'clock Central, and then it continues to go depending on your time zone. And as you can see here, this is in Eastern time. Eastern time, right? Yeah, because it's this is my Central time. So yes, so that was 12 minutes ago where the witching hour ended. So it just ended. Wow. So that's okay, guys. I'm not gonna harp on this too much. No, it is what it is, and there's nothing that we can really do to really harp on it. It's like I said, it is what it is, and that's okay. We can continue to talk about, I mean, we can talk about it more if you guys want to talk about it, or we can take a look at a few other stocks that you guys are curious about. It looks like EYES is doing great in those after hours, and hopefully it continues to run. I know there are a few of you that did like this stock, and hopefully this is printing for you. Let's see if there's any kind of update here. I know, hey, it's Pixel, and we were also looking at the DTCC rules by itself, see if there was anything updated. Nothing quite yet, so we're going to take a look, see if Pixel is no update here from Pixel, no problem. My option, I guess. Oh, okay, auto exercise on expiration on. What are my options here? Oh boy. Let me back out. Yeah, I guess it's expired worthless because I was not in the money, so that is perfectly fine. We will go ahead and let this hang out for a little bit. No problem. Let's make sure everything is going good in the chat. I did just release a video about the, what is that stock called? About GRIL. People were really asking me to talk about that stock. I don't know. So that was interesting, but we'll see what happens. Fidel, welcome to our stream. Some crazy action on AMC. Everyone is doing okay. We're a little down right now. You know, AMC had a rough few last minutes. We were doing great. We were at 1401, 1401, 1403. And then at this last, I don't know, when was this? 2 minutes before the bell, we had a crazy candle that went all the way to 1374. We are tired. We're very tired. It was a little rough. We're kind of licking our wounds here. But a huge candle that went down. Had a solid recovery from, like, good recovery, and then the last minute was really just didn't look good. Did not look good. A lot of downward pressure that really hurt the morale. GameStop did end right over 200, and I am so happy for them. They did get these call options in the money. We did miss our $14 strike price for our call options. Those were 3 million shares, or just under 3 million shares that would have had to been purchased. So, you know, kind of hurts a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and see, you know, we'll see what happens. I do anticipate that next week, early to mid next week, is going to be, excuse me, fantastic. So I am really looking forward to it. I think it'll be great. So do not, don't fret. It's going to be okay. Taking a look at GE, we did see the power of options today. If you guys were around for that, that was pretty insane how my GE option printed a lot of money. That was pretty dang crazy. So we're going to see what happens. I may try to do another trade. Then again, I just used all my money, so I do not have any money left. But I was going to try to see if I can do another trade on here, but we're going to have to see. AMC going down to 1366 in the after hours. Wow. Hopefully that is just temporary and it recovers, but we're going to see what's going to happen. It looks like it's even respecting this level of support a little bit over here in the after hours. So we'll have to see exactly what's going on here. Trying to see if Hey It's Pixel is releasing an update. I've been waiting for an update on this. Rule 801. Remember, Rule 801 is going to allow the DTCC to be able to liquidate these companies' assets. And so I'm so curious how that's going to turn out. I think it'll be great for us, but we did get that first rule, which allows them to look at the books. Boy, oh boy. Any stocks that you guys want me to take a look at while we are, you know, kind of going into the weekend. I know it was a little rough, but you know what? You got to shake it off and just keep it moving. All right, don't worry too much about this. We knew it was going to be a battle, and we won the last few battles. Today, you know, we still did great. Like, I know we wanted that $14 or $15, but I'm still happy, guys. We're still sitting up on the month. We were at, remember, last month we were at $5. We're at $14 in a month. So, or just under $14 in a month. So, you know, it feels bad, but you know, at the same time, it feels good. It feels good. These guys are, and remember, more and more of it is being pushed against them. Okay, against these hedge funds, and they're going to be forced to cover their positions, and they'll be in trouble. So it's going to be okay. BGAS 42. Yes, let's take a look at Fire. Ramses, what do you think of the new stock called AMC? AMC is fire, fantastic. One of my favorite stocks, if not my favorite stock in the entire universe. So we shall see. Is it Fire and Flower? How many options do we? Okay, so Mohammed, I have not done the math for options for GME over 200, you know, under 200. All these options in the money. As you can see, it's a lot. I don't know if it's as many as AMC though. I really don't. And keep in mind, these are a lot more expensive. If you wanted to buy this, it would have costed, well, I guess we're in the money here. But if we wanted one for next Friday, you know, it's going to cost about, well, that's in the money as well. Let's go out of the money. If we want to get one out of the money, it's going to cost $2,700. So going to be crazy. Going to be crazy. Okay, I wanted to make sure that was the, you know, AMCX. Let's take a look really quick, and then we're going to look at FIRE. You know, AMCX may be up because, I mean, is it up though? I'm not sure if it actually is up. I mean, I guess it's up less than a percentage, which really isn't anything to me. And, you know, I do think people have been purchasing the wrong stock. On the news networks, remember, they have been, on CNBC, I think it was, a few times, they said the wrong stock. They said AMCX. They said, what did they say? You know, Wall Street Bets gives up on AMCX, gives up on their stocks, AMCX. And it's like, no, we're not in AMCX. Like, who's, you know, I guess there's no, you know, nobody's in AMCX. So what are they talking about? Gave up. And they've been giving people the wrong ticker sometimes, and it goes to show they're not really even looking this stuff up. They're just kind of saying tickers that aren't even correct. It's insane. Fire and Flower. Yeah, I think this is it. The Supreme Cannabis Company. All right, I guess it's gonna be it. I hope this is it, because I think you're. Oh, so is this by Supreme? Okay, let's look at their profile. I'm trying to see if I see Supreme in here or anything. Andrew says more theaters open up on Monday, so hopefully it spikes, you know, the price up. I'm not giving up no matter what. Andrew, you're 100%. You know, I know it hurts a little bit right now. We didn't get that 1401, but you know what? I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna quit? Like, you know, and maybe some people will quit. I'm, you know, my conviction hasn't changed. I still see, again, I anticipate it's going to be $25, $30 by the end of the year. Okay. Do you have a ticker for me or something? Maybe I'm looking up the wrong thing, BG. Anyways, oh, is it a joke? Oh, I don't get it because, like, on this trading platform, that could be it, depending on where it trades. But anyways, Andrew, I'm with you 100%. I'm not going to give up personally. I anticipate by the end of the year, without the squeeze, it'll be $25, $30. So we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Sorry, BG. I guess I don't have that on this one. Mohammed, if you do the math, my friend, if you do the math to see how many options are in the money, could you let me know if anyone does it? If you don't do it, no worries, no worries. I was just curious. I do think early next week, at the latest Thursday, that we'll be able to see some kind of price action on AMC. I just feel like these options, there's just too many options for there not to be any kind of price action, especially here to trade sideways all day, with all those in the money options is very, very weird. This is the wrong stock. To trade out sideways all day with all those in the money options is super, super weird. We can't win. Yep. One lane says we can't win every battle, but the war continues. Absolutely. Diamond backhand facetiously says, "I give up. I'm selling everything. My stocks dropped 1%." Right. And they're up. And imagine how much they're up. And they're down 1%, guys. Not even worried. Not even worried. And it looks like it may be oversold in this RSI. Let me see if I back out a little bit what it says. Guys, this stock is oversold. This is due for a little run right here. Due for a little run. 100%. The war continues. I love it. Any other stocks you guys want me to take a look at? I'm going to be on for another probably 2 hours. So anything you guys want to take a look at, I'd love to take a look. IVR, man. We shall see. We shall see. Options. Oh, this is what I wanted to spend my money on. These options. Dang. Well, at least it went toward AMC. I lost maybe $100, but I didn't sell anything. Right, you didn't lose anything. These are unrealized losses, and at the end of the day, it's mostly running unrealized gains if you've been in AMC for any amount of time. He's messing around, Tommy. How the heck did they get 45 million share? I thought they bought and sold the same second at 16 o'clock. How do they buy? How do they get 45 million shares bought and sold? Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. It's some crazy stuff. You know, I can't even speculate what happened. No clue. Matt says, paper hands on AMC selling, a bunch of rookies. Yeah, I mean, even then, I don't even think the rookies would sell. Why would they sell? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I mean, why would they sell here? Like they were up, they were down on the day. You know, I don't feel like people would, even the rookies. I don't feel like they would sell whenever they're, you know, in the middle of the thing. Like, what about next week? Like, it was trading sideways. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I would love to talk to somebody who sold and say, well, why did you sell? And see if they can give me a good reason. I have 135 shares of AMC at $9. Yeah. Diamond sitting nice. Sitting pretty. That's insane to sell. All the options expiring. Yeah. People don't understand. And this is why, guys, I've been working so hard to bring you this information on how these options work and how we want them to expire in the money and to just continue to wait because they're T+2. They have 2 days, 2 business days to cover. And, you know, there's still time. But, you know, and it's hard, you know, I don't have a platform, like a big platform like these big guys do. You know, a lot of these guys have 100,000 subscribers, and, you know, unfortunately, not that I don't know of any of them talking about, you know, obviously the sentiment is to hold, but they're not talking about why to hold. Like, what was the significance of Quadruple Witching Day and how they're T+2 and stuff like that. No one's really talking about that. So, Tommy, he was just kidding, buddy. He's just saying, like, I'm down 1%, so the sky is falling, like, sarcastically. what was I saying? So yeah, and they're not talking about this, and they have the platform to let people know that hey, it is the time. Now is the time, and and that's why I try to tell you guys to share my videos so that people understand on the whole, like what is actually going to happen. And granted, even then, there's those failure to deliver. So it might not even be Tuesday, as much as I would love it to be, and I'm bullish on it. If they continue to fail to deliver these shares, then we'll continue to see what we've been seeing. Tommy says, I'm in AMC just for the thrills. Yeah. That's a joke. Options more fun. Yeah, options are a good time. I really do like options a whole lot. I typically trade options, which is why like my shares are so small and stuff. I don't really trade too many shares just because I'd rather, I know the risk, but I'd rather leverage with the power of options. Jordan Belfort likes to go to the movies. I'm holding till 1,000. AMC to the moon. Didn't lose much from today. I'm still so not stressing at all. Right, Andrew. 100%. We've been purchasing all this time. I've been purchasing for a long time. So this stock could drop to $8, and I'm okay. I'm sitting pretty, and I feel very comfortable with the process. Olive says, do you like purchasing as soon as shares of a new company goes public? Personally, no. I don't like IPOs. I think there's money to be made in IPOs, but I get scared. Let's take a look at Roblox IPO. Roblox IPO. Let's look at the 1 month, and this is what happened. They started at 70. They went to 90 after a day. After in 1 day they went to 90. Then, and this is just pre-market. Keep in mind this is let's see. This is and this is important to look. Okay, check this out. So day 1, they started down here at $60, went all the way up to 70. Okay, cool. I kind of went down from 70 to 68, and then went all the way up to, let's say, 86. And this is so at the night, they closed at $70. The next morning, they went all the way up to 86, and then from 86, within an hour, they just tanked. Okay, they tanked all the way down to 79 again and fell, and then whenever the market opened again, they were around, I don't know, $80 to $70, and then they just fell, and super volatile. I guess is what I'm trying to get at. It's super volatile, and I don't like it personally. I don't like these IPOs just because of the volatility. Another one, QuantumScape, QS. I wanted to buy in. I missed the IPO. This is one that I would have bought in the IPO. I messed up that. Dang, I hate it whenever I mess those things up. I wonder if I can lock them. Let's look at the 6 month here. So IPO. So if I would have known they IPO'd, I would have bought in here at the $10, 100%, because I was waiting for the IPO, but I forgot to check the date, and I didn't realize it was so close, and I missed it. And it sucked. And by the time I saw it, it was already up here, and I was like, that sucks. So I didn't buy in. And granted, it was only at 25. It's currently at 60. But I would have 100% bought in down here. I missed it. It ran up, and I was like, you know what? I don't like it. Like, look what happens. They drop, and then they recover. They recover, then they drop. Just very volatile. Now, granted, we've seen 2 patterns on IPOs here. They run up, and then they kind of plummet, and then they run up again. So, if that is a true pattern that always happens, then that could be great. But I haven't looked at enough IPOs to really hone in on it. But for me, IPOs aren't really tried and true. I don't know if they're in an upward direction. I don't know if they're in a downward direction. Who knows what their financials actually look like? Too many things to look into that are kind of difficult, my opinion. Damon says, hey, I just got back and AMC dropped. I'm scared, guys. No reason to be scared. In my personal opinion, not financial advice. Tommy says, not the paper hands, it's the hedge funds. Eric says, still had 18 million call options expire in the money. That's a lot. That is a lot. T+2. Hopefully we'll see a good little run. The beginning of next week. Damon, the you go, buddy. You ain't scared no ghosts. Eddie, that's a good point. Roblox didn't actually do an IPO. You couldn't even buy the stock until the next day, basically. Right. So I was here for the for whenever they quote unquote IPO'd. It was super super weird, and maybe I'm just not too familiar with IPOs. But I took a look, and what I tried to do. Whoa whoa whoa. This isn't right. So, and basically what I tried to do is, so from my understanding, the initial offering was supposed to be like $45, okay? I was supposed to be $45, but it just straight like gapped up to $65 essentially. And it just kept going up. At the same time though, look, it wasn't released until what is this? 1 o'clock Eastern. And that's when it IPO'd. So it was just it was delayed all day. Look, it didn't even trade here. And then whenever it finally released, it was crazy. So I think that's what Eddie's trying to say there. Yeah. It's not hedge funds selling after hours. It's the, let me take a look at AMC again. It is paper hands, perhaps. Paper hands don't sell at closing hours. Those are big orders. Or hedge funds. Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. On the last time, the last few hours, remember, there were like these kinds of shares. 9,000, 20,000 we saw. I think we saw 30,000, or was that on GE? Can't really recall now. But yeah, we saw some crazy orders going back and forth. You guys want to talk about options? Look at GE's options. Look, this one alone, 70,000 options. This I think this really might be this. I think this is more than AMC. It's insane. Insane. This price action. But either way, I mean, it was some crazy price action. Not exactly what we want to see. Unfortunate. Screw the hedge funds. We're revolutionaries. Yeah. Man, who'd have thought? GE back to being flat. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. GME still, man, that 200 mark is going to be rough. Very, very rough. Okay, so it looks like people are agreeing to disagree in the chat. You know, here's the deal. Whether you think it's hedge funds, whether you think it's paper hands, either way, you know, next week is another week. We'll see what happens. Got to play this week by week, day by day, and see what we can get. You know, I think it'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. I think it's going to be A-OK. Let's take a look here at what else is going on. Still keep strong. Hold AMC and GME. I appreciate it. Dioncio. I get it. Dioncio. Yeah, I said that right. It's aliens. All right, you heard it here first, folks. It's aliens. Proof. Olive says, remember why you invested. If you still hold those principles, there's nothing to be worried about. Patience is key. Wise words, wise words. Very wise words. Good stuff. Very good stuff, guys. Bear with me here one moment. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry guys, I was doing something on my OBS. I just got I commissioned someone to create like an ending stream for my thing. So nobody panic. Nobody panic. Wait, where'd my stream go? Whoops. Nobody panic. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Rebecca, welcome, welcome, welcome. Rebecca says AMC is still doing better on the month than SPY. That is a win. I love it. I love it. Mohammed says I invested for the squeeze. Perfect. Dioncio says, what's your opinion on next week for GME and AMC? I can't see anything. I'm blind. It's all good, guys. So, my opinion for next week, AMC and GME. Here's what I think is going to happen. Take a look at the options. All these options that expired in the money, I think, oh, did it already? Oh, this is the wrong one. Let's go to AMC. All these options that expired in the money, okay, I think that they're going to continue to get covered through next week. That's because a lot of these hedge funds who have the options, whoever's closing the hedge funds, options are, it's called T+2. They have 2 business days to make sure they cover their positions. In the last Gamma Squeeze on January 27th, and that was a Wednesday. Now in the after hours on Tuesday, whenever options need to make sure they're covering, it skyrocketed, and the morning of pre-market it also skyrocketed on GME. I mean AMC. So this is all. Let's just use AMC for now, okay? And so that was Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. It went to the moon to $20 a share. Now, if that continues, then I do think that that's what we would see. We would see, and that's just speculation. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That's just my speculation. I think that that's what we'll see, and if that's true, then fantastic. That'll be so great for what we're trying to do. So the question is, do you believe in that? And here's the deal: if it doesn't happen, no problem. I wouldn't be worried if it doesn't happen next week. I'm waiting for those DTCC rules to be passed. We already have the first one. We need them to be able to liquidate their assets, which is the second one that we're waiting on. Once they can liquidate it, then all the bets are off. Then we are off to the races, and we're going to see who goes to the moon. And that is going to be the toughest part, because that is going to be hold central. That's when we hold, and that is when we will see if we can go to the moon. Because holding, that's why everybody's saying hold. You're going to determine the price, and if you're selling, then that's what your price is. If you sell at $40, guess what the price is for the hedge funds? $40. If you sell at $100, that's what the price is for the hedge funds. So keep that in mind. Olive says, at the start of quarantine, when a lot of stocks dropped, did you know it was a good buying opportunity, or were you a bit nervous? Honestly, I really wasn't nervous. I was like, you know what? First of all, I was naive because, and I'm sure we all were, I never would have thought we would be in quarantine for a year. So, crazy. So, I never thought we were going to be in quarantine for so long. So, I just so happened to buy in that day. And it just happened to be the bottom. And you know what I saw? I saw all of these stocks are on sale. And that's what I saw. I mean, think about it. Unless the government and the entire nation collapsed, these stocks were going to recover. Sure, some people went bankrupt. Some people weren't able to do stuff. But Jamie, everyone has been asking about you all freaking day. We're gonna get to you in a second, but let me talk about when I got in. So I got in around that time, and I was like, you know what? It's gonna be okay. I was like, we'll probably be out of quarantine, this whole thing will be blown over in a few months, and it'll be good. So I'll make all this money back, and that's what I did. So the only thing that I didn't do right is I went straight for the kill plays. For example, I went straight for the cruise lines. you know, which was not the right play. You know, they did recover, but if I would have known, and again, hindsight is 2020. You know what the right play was at the beginning of quarantine? The right play was like Zoom, everything that was going to continue to grow in quarantine. Companies like Wayfair, where you buy furniture, all those other companies continued to grow during quarantine, and my mentality was pretty right, but it wasn't right for the exact moment I was in. So if I would have jumped into, you know, Zoom and what else is it called? Zoom, like Wayfair, Home Depot, those kinds of things that will continue to grow because people are stuck in their house and like, I hate my house, I need projects to do, then that would have been the right play. And I would have grown much, much, much faster than I did, which I'm still happy with my growth. I have no regrets at all. But that's the only thing I would have done differently. But again, no one knows. So that is that. Diamond Backhand says, I'm selling 5 shares AMC at 600. Excuse me, to cover my initial investment. Play with the house's money. Play with the house's money. Jamie says, I only made $100 off. Well, first of all, Jamie says, sorry apes, I'm late to the party. Hope everyone is hanging in there. Rumor is shorts are going to have to start covering this afternoon and Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, Jamie, that's my prediction as well. Monday, Tuesday, and hopefully Moon Wednesday at the latest. Could be Thursday, but I really am thinking Wednesday. That would be my best guess. Latest Thursday. Only made $100 off 5 Riot calls. Bitcoin screwed me over today, so what did I do? I took my tendies and bought new Riot calls for next Friday. I love it. Yes, cruise lines should be a great long hold, though. Yeah, absolutely, Olive. Don't get me wrong. I'm very bullish on cruise lines, and I think that they're going to be great. You know, I went for the more obvious plays. I did not think about, because again, no one knew how long we were going to be in quarantine. You always hear about, oh, business does not work whenever you work at home. You can't work at home, yada, yada, yada. But you know what? Apparently we could have been working at home, and whenever businesses are forced to adapt, that's what happens. So, and that's what happens. So, oh yeah, you had to be introspective to pick Zoom. Yeah. I mean, some of these are a little bit tricky, but who knows? I've heard Riot a lot. What is it? So Riot is... Okay, so Riot is a Bitcoin mining. I have it right here. And so what I like about Riot is, you know, if you don't want to buy Bitcoin, or you're not, you know, I don't know, don't have the money, you don't want to buy partial shares, or whatever the reason may be, they're not FDIC insured or whatever. We did not close at 14 today. We closed at 13.93. Unfortunate, we did miss quite a few calls. But you know what? I'm okay. Jamie is exactly correct. Olive, for Riot, there's a few different companies that do this. Riot is a big one. MARA is a big one. I'll pull that one up for you, actually. I'll pull up Mara. I do have Riot over here on the side, but you know, look at the kind of growth that, and remember, this is through Bitcoin. You know, it mirrors what Bitcoin does. If you were to put them side by side, you would see. And so, taking a look, there's also, and this is huge. Look, and granted, this is 6 months, but it went from $2 to $40. I mean, huge gains right there. So, if we take a look over at what do we take a look over at? Riot. Taking a look at Riot, you can see similar gains, you know, similar moves. Very, very similar. Look how, like, they have this big W right here, up, dip, up. I mean, you can see they're, like, exactly the same. This is what Bitcoin did. So, very cool little things there. Franco says, will AMC go up to $19.90? Franco, was that do you have a call option there? Oh, that's a very specific number. Is that your average price? Is that where you bought in? I'd be very curious to find out. All right, Jamie, we will catch you later. Jamie says, gotta step out. Hit that like button. Jamie always looking out, man. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, so funny. Too funny, too funny. Let's see what these guys are doing in after hours. AMC still sitting at 13.62 after hours. GME at 199.63. Man, crazy stuff. Oh yeah, forgot to answer it. Thank you, Olive, for stepping in. Frankly, if not soon, I can imagine. I can't imagine it not hitting 19 within a couple of months. I think it was trading around $30 before quarantine. Yeah, let's take a look at where it was before quarantine. If we were to go to the, let's go to the 1 year, and then, oh my gosh, I touched it and I moved it. So going back to before quarantine, we can see here it was around. I mean, it really just depends. So quarantine was here. I mean, let's look at the 5 year, because I think this will give us a better understanding. Now, don't get me wrong. If I was looking at AMC right here, right now, this is 2019. Let me show you where 2020 was. Here is January 1st, 2020. Okay, so it was around $8. You know, so before that, and this no pandemic or nothing, it has been dropping for the past few years. Here's 2017 right here. So, you know, don't let anyone tell you, hey, this stock has been great for a bunch of years. They have been bleeding for a while, okay? And I'm not gonna, I'll be the first one to tell you that. But, you know, if you go back to, and this was 2017 when they were around $30, but they have been here before, this $30 mark. So the question is, you know, do you think they'll get back there? And, you know, the question is, with the sentiment of what's happening, very possible. But, you know, I hope that there's some kind of catalyst that really helps them out. And I wonder, you know, if there's any kind of correlation here with the amount of seats that they have. Remember, they started to remove their seats, like switching to recliner seats, which inherently they can just fit less. They can only fit, you know, so many people in there. It's less people. So I wonder if that has any effect with the actual decline here, or maybe they've raised like the popcorn prices, and it is so. You know, maybe they raise the popcorn prices, the food prices, they're offering food, and maybe they're offsetting the cost per seat with the, you know, just offsetting it with food or something. It's really hard to tell. I know we all want the fast return, but remember, stock market is for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. That is, yep, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett says that. And great point. Patience. Looks like we're gonna squeeze our wives this weekend. Tom, you're crazy. I am of your opinion. Okay. Thank you for the backup, Olive. I appreciate it. Olive, great point. Streaming, you know, guys, I guarantee we can, you know, if we look at when streaming got big, when Netflix got big, you know, or as they continue to grow, maybe this started to decline. You know, here this started, looks like it was you know, at a peak around 2016, a little dip over in 2015. So what happened between it looks like early 2016 to early 2017? What happened here that caused us to go up? And then after 27, you know, at the beginning of 2017, you know, what happened that caused us to go down? You know, a lot of different questions that we're going to have to figure out. Oh my gosh, Tommy, your trip. $1 million questions. Let me get a sip of this water. I haven't been drinking. I'm not doing a good job hydrating. It's hard to. I'm just trying to talk the whole time. You know, I know Tommy's saying, you know, our wives, but he means significant others. Diamond, if you have a boyfriend, if you have, whatever you have, teddy bear, a pillow, whatever you need, maybe go down to support at $9.18. Then go back up. Franco, that's a very, very good, reasonable thought process. You know, they could go down to that support level and then bounce back up. And I'm glad that you're like prepared for something like that, because, excuse me, while you're prepared for something like that, you'll be able to be cool. You'll be able to be cool if that happens. You know what I mean? And just be like, you know what, it's gonna bounce. It is gonna bounce. And you know, it sounds like you've understood that, and you're gonna be okay. Olive says, what do you think it would be like to have whale fighting against the hedges? Do you think it's intense placing orders back and forth? Whale fighting. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Well, from my understanding, they have machines, and they talked about it in the congressional hearings, where they really do have machines that will allow them to high frequency trade these things back and forth. I think it's illegal to do that, but I don't know why they would have a machine that would allow them to do that. I don't know. You know, if I've learned anything, it's the rules don't apply. They're more like guidelines whenever it comes to the hedge funds. But if we want to do anything at all, we're in trouble. That's really how it goes. Rocky says, what do you think Monday opens up at? I know people feel like we lost, but that's far from the truth when 185,000 call options expired in the money. Great point, Rocky. Absolutely great point. That's 18 million shares that need to be purchased. And realistically, I'm not sure if it'll moon on Monday. I am bullish, obviously, on next week. But what we saw last time is Tuesday night into Wednesday morning is when we really started to moon. And Wednesday morning, being that the 27th, was when we saw that gamma squeeze. So that is my current prediction. We'll see if I'm right. Now, they could continue to failure to deliver. If they continue to fail to deliver these shares, then that would push it further back. But with these DTCC rules coming in, no, it's going to be good. There's only so much longer that this can happen for them, and eventually, I wonder if, as long as they continue to failure to deliver, I think the moon gets I don't know what the analogy would be, but it's we're going to go higher and higher as they continue to fail to deliver. Because let's say they didn't, you know, let's say, because instead of not delivering, let's say $10 million in shares, it's getting 20 million, 30 million, 40 million. You remember we had 801, and we never really saw those shares, I don't think. So I think it's going to continue to go up. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up for a few months. But again, I think we just need patience. Diamond says, I have nothing. Sold everything for more stonks. Huios says, AMC needs a Ryan Cohen type to come up with new ideas. Interesting concept. I feel like the CEO has been doing a great job of, and you know, it's not like AMC really needs new ideas. I think some kind of new idea, maybe some kind of partnership, streaming service, something like that would be fantastic. They do have their new app that they're trying to push. I'm not sure if I would really consider that a new, like, groundbreaking idea for people to go to the movies and be super excited for. But I feel like the CEO is doing a good job of rallying people, saying, hey, we're opening here. We're opening New York. And then he goes back on. He says, New York is doing fantastic. It was completely sold out, blah, blah, blah. And then now they say, hey, we're opening California. And then, oh, California is doing fantastic. So I think we're going to continue with that, which I think will be fine. Rocky says, so you think you're talking about the call options? Yep, that's double last week's, and we went up almost $4. Yeah, I mean, good point, Rocky. I love it. I would love to stair step. I wouldn't mind if we only go up to, like, next week, we only go up to $16, and then maybe $18, and, you know, maybe we'll trade at 18 for a week or a few months. I'd be okay with that, as long as we continue to inch by inch. Yeah, like Diamond said, boom. As long as we inch by inch, no problem. Diamond specifically says, inch by inch, everything's a cinch. Wow. Dr. Seuss over here. The stock market stuff is so fun. I'm really happy I got into it. Never thought I would be into this stuff. You know, me neither. I guess I've always kind of liked it. You know, and I guess when you're a kid, you know, you see the guys and they're, I don't know, drinking whiskey or something, and they're like, man, these guys have a lot of money and they're cool and they dress nice in their suits and, but that's the part I've always liked also. But this stuff is cool. I mean, who doesn't like money and talking about this stuff? And we get to learn about all these companies and these different terms. So yeah, I'm really, really, really enjoying this. All the stock market stuff. It's so much fun. Uh, EBON is also in crypto if you want to get in. Olive, I hate it. I have nothing but stocks. I miss my bed. Hal says, let's say AMC releases Avatar 2 in 4D. I don't even know what that would be like. But hey, you know, I feel good about AMC. I really do, because these guys are, remember, they have the most, they're the largest. They have, I think, almost exactly double who's the second biggest? Regal? No, Cinemark. I don't know how many screens Regal has, actually. Let's see if we can Google this, huh? Regal Theaters. How many theaters does Regal have? 549. Okay, so we see this. Look. Look, AMC has 1,000 theaters to Regal's 549. Okay, and I'll do you one better. Nah, this can't be right. No, I don't know if this one's right. Locations 525. Yeah. So 549, 525, and 1,000. And the reason why I think this number is relevant is because, remember, like, this is 11,000 screens. Did they say the screens for the other people? I don't see how many screens here. 72 11 screens. Okay. So, AMC having the most theaters and screens. So what I think is going to happen is, as people start to go to the movies and all this stuff, again, this is worst case scenario, no squeeze. When the theaters are full, people are going to be going to AMC, just inherently based on the amount. You know, you can only fit so many people in a theater, and AMC has the most theaters. So hopefully they use their money wisely, and it works really well. Is it true that nobody still knows what causes the market crash of 1929? I don't know. Maybe simulator chairs while we watch movies. They tried those. Remember, they were called AVX. Remember those AVX chairs? I never sat in them during the movie, but I remember for like the Fast and the Furious, one of those, you could sit in those chairs and they'll rock and they'll move with the movie and stuff. And they had a button for motion sickness people in case you got motion sickness and you didn't want to move anymore. I don't know. Who knows? Sorry guys, checking some stuff real quick. What are your thoughts on next week with GME, with the price close today and earnings coming up? Tricks, thank you for the question. You know, it's so tough to say. No one really knows what's going to happen, but I think that next week is going to be great for both. I mostly kind of look at AMC. I do like, you know, I love GME and what is going on. but I'm better with my predictions for AMC. GME, though, I think it could be great. Like, let me zoom in a little bit because this looks crazy. So I think GME could be fantastic. I just think that, well, let me answer your question. Price goes today. So price goes today, what we saw last time. Let's talk about what happened last time. Last time on January 27th was whenever we started Moon, right? However, the night before, on January 26th, which was a Tuesday, so remember, options are T+2, so they have 2 business days to cover. On that Tuesday night, after the market closed, it started to really go up by a lot. And then the pre-market on January 27th, which was a Wednesday, it continued to rise. So I wonder, I really think that we'll see something similar to that, but I am concerned that we'll continue to have those failure to delivers. If we have those failure to delivers, we're not going to see any price action. It's going to trade sideways, and maybe we'll get a little bit of natural price action or something, but it may be completely flat. But whenever that second DTCC rule comes out, which will have the hedges be forced to cover, because remember, they'll be able to liquidate their positions and see their books, then I think that's when we'll see the real price action. But until then, we may not see too much, and hopefully that rule is passed very soon. Franco says, what do you think about the return of AZN's vaccination in Europe? Unfortunately, I AstraZeneca, I don't know with their news about the blood clots. I think it'll be okay. I don't see it really skyrocketing or anything. Unless, even if the news comes out that says, hey, it doesn't cause blood clots, we were wrong, we fixed it. At that point, it's still tarnished. It's like, okay, well, what else is wrong with it? And I just don't know if it can recover from that kind of negative publicity. The only thing that I would hope for is if the government bought it or something, to continue to hand out, that could be good for it. But I worry that all the vaccines are kind of done. I think they're just going to start to decline. Most of the hype was who was going to be first to get it approved and who was working on it, who was going to be just first. But even then, I think whenever it was announced, I don't think any of them really skyrocketed like you would anticipate. They mostly skyrocketed whenever they announced they were working on it or they were getting close. Yes, AMC is going up strong, inches by inches. Absolutely. Diancio is right. I'm waiting for inches. I'm perfectly fine with little inches, little steps moving upwards. All right. I think I am going to call it here. That is what I have, kind of settling down here for the day. We'll see what happens. Let's go and recharge over the weekend. I probably are, how do you do the orange name thing? Diamond, orange name. Oh, if you do the @ it should do it. You do the @ and then you @ them. It should highlight. It's only highlighted for you. I can't see that it's highlighted. Yeah. Like I think if you do it with my name, it'll autofill. So you may want to try it with my name and see how it kind of formats it. Yeah. So I think that's it for now. I'm probably going to let the stream just hang out for just a few minutes. So you guys are all doing it now. I think I'm going to let the stream just die down for a little bit. You guys can hang out for a sec, but I'm going to try out my new heading out screen. I don't know. And we'll do that. But I'm going to see if I can make some video over the weekend. I'm not sure exactly what video I may make, may not make, but we'll have to see. Haven says there's a petition for AMC GME manipulation. Okay, if I post it in chat. Absolutely, yeah. That'd be perfect. I don't know if it'll let you or what, but you can try. Thank you for asking. Rocky says, I still can't believe we haven't seen any YouTuber cover the most important long gold catalyst. AMC has all the leverage in Hollywood. Most important long gold catalyst. AMC has all the leverage on Hollywood. Rocky, can you elaborate on that a little bit? Is it a buy? Diamond. Yes, remember when the market crash is the opportunity to invest wealthy. One sec. Remember, apes, when the market crash is the opportunity to invest wealthy. All right, let's take a look. Yes, Diamond, that did work. Let's see here. Trick says, I had RRA collecting dust in Ford because it had a recent dividend payment, but now they stopped paying dividend. Do you know any stock that might be stable with decent dividend payment that was said to collect dust? Tricks, that's hard to say. I really can't tell you which stock to invest in. There are stocks that have high dividends. One of them that I actually really, really like, that is a super safe stock in my personal opinion, but make sure you do your own research before you do any action, is IVR. IVR, I really like Invesco Mortgage. It looks like they have an 8% yield. What was the one you were in? Was it Ford, which I believe is just F. See what their dividend is, or I wonder what their dividend was. Actions, dividend. Whoa, was it like a 15? Oh yeah, so probably that. So I thought it was a 15%, but no, it's 15% of that. So what is that? I could probably do the math, right? 0.15 divided by 12.83. 1.2 is that 1%? I like IVR. Haven. Let's think. If you can if you can send it to me on Twitter, my friend. Forward 15 cents was 15 cents per share. Yeah, I think this one is a better percentage then for IVR. That's a much better percentage, I believe. Right. Yeah, I think so. So if you like dividends, but another thing to keep in mind, I know dividends are very, very nice, but you have to think, who's going to give you the most returns on your investment. So another thing to keep in mind, I think IVR could give you some very good returns in your investment, just personally, but maybe wrong. Corey, one more question. What was it like starting your own channel on day one and seeing how it's grown? It was crazy. Obviously, day one, super slow. Funny story, my first video that I made, I was completely wrong. I tried to make it about a company called, I think the ticker was AI, and I searched up AI company, and it was a different company, something weird like that. Didn't really make any sense. Thank you, Olive, for giving my Twitter. What is your Twitter? Is it in bio? Yes, in the bio. Sorry about that. So, yeah, it was a big mess. I really didn't want to cover any of these big stocks until I got until I got a little flow going, felt a little more comfortable, and I blew up extremely fast. Especially I know I'm only at 2,000 subs or whatever, but I've only been doing this for a few weeks, like maybe 3 weeks now. So it was all super crazy fast, and I'm super grateful. I'm so grateful. Even I don't think Trey even started as like fast as I did within this time frame, but one day he just like blew up. Obviously it took a little bit of time, but I was super impressed with Trey's growth. But I'm very, 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 very happy with my growth. 100%. I never imagined that I would grow this fast. But I love it. Love it. Rocky, I forgot to read your question. So, why do you think movies got delayed? The studios lose a ton of money whenever they release large budget movie box office directly on demand. People do not buy if they are $5, if at all. I was retracted. Why did that get retracted? Oh, you retracted it. Big box office videos on demand release has lost them millions. The golden. Let me see what the question was. Can't stand believe I've seen any YouTuber cover the most important long gold catalyst. Rocky, I've talked about this plenty of times. I talk about this all the time. About how remember, like Marvel and stuff, they're not going to release movies at home. They're only going to release it in blockbuster, like in big theatrical releases. I've talked about this. Mulan, yeah, I think Mulan would have lost them money anyways. I don't know if you've watched it, but personally, a big disappointment for me. Huge disappointment. Twitter. Had to set it on TikTok. And you have to follow me back. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got a TikTok thing. I'm not even on TikTok, so I have to follow you back. Okay, I followed you. And now we can message. Hey, but now how am I supposed to grab this? I gotta log into my TikTok? Let's think. How can I send this to myself? There's an easy way to do this. I know what I'll do. Oops. All right. I'm going to put this link in here for you, my friend, so we can make sure this is followed up on. Oh, almost at the goal. Nice. Okay. I don't know if this will actually work, but you know what? I am all for the cause. So let me see if I can put this in my stream. Will it? Oh, okay. Too long. So what I can do is I can bit.ly this. Bitly. Oh, crap. All right, guys, here is the link for the, if you want to vote. This right here is for voting in the Capitol. So I'm going to show you where this link takes you. It takes you right here. And you can vote. You just put your name, email, and it will, you can sign this like that. See if Hey It's Pixel has any kind of update for us. I would love to see. Nothing. Okay, so let's answer a few more. No worries, Haven. I got you, buddy. If we could get a spreadsheet with the numbers, I can guarantee you AMC is getting a larger cut from now on. Oh, you mean like with their profits and stuff? Let's take a look at the stock for you. Safe. Well, what happened to AMC today was complete BS. Yeah, super unfortunate. I'll keep buying it. AMC missed 14, but a lot of options lower may take place. Yeah, a lot of options still on there. Saw it on Yahoo Finance. Board been very active. Lots of people signing it. Okay, hey, no worries. I went ahead and I got that on the got that on there. You sound pretty down, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Keith. We're having a good time. We're taking care of stuff, you know. We got to make sure that that we take care of this. We're all gonna make a lot of money, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I'm so scared I'm gonna get in trouble. But that's what I got, guys. I am gonna start heading out finally. I think I'm finally gonna do it. I'll leave you guys hanging out for probably a few more minutes, so you guys can hang out and chat about a few more things, and then I will turn off the stream. But hey, thank you all for stopping by. I'm gonna see if I can make a video or two over the weekend. But at the very least, I do go back to work on Monday, so I can't be here all day. But I will be here. I'll be streaming in the evening, so make sure you guys catch up with me, and it'll be great. All right. If you check the website, pre-timing, they're forecasting AMC to push 20 in the next 10 trading days. Man, that'd be fantastic. And hopefully slow little stairs. That'd be fantastic. All right, I will catch you guys later. Peace.